Hi guys, welcome back to We Are Tottenham TV. I'm Barnaby Slater from the Spurred On podcast, and I'm here today for the Tottenham Hotspur versus Everton watch along with Marlon from Southview Coys. How are you, Marlon?
I'm good. Everything in the world is good, so why not be happy?
Merry Christmas, mate. Merry Christmas to all of you at home. We're about 6 minutes away from kickoff. Should we have a look at the team news that has come in? No huge surprises, really. I don't know if that's coming up on screen. There it is, yeah. So Vicario in goal, Pedro Porro, Christian Romero, Ben Davis staying as the left-sided centre-back, and then Emerson Royal coming in for Destiny Udogie, who, of course, is suspended again at left-back. Then Ollie Skip, it looks like he's going to start in the six, but I'll speak to Marlon a little bit about that in a second. Pat Matasar and Deki Kulusevski make up that midfield. Really looking forward to seeing Kulusevski playing that 8-10 role again. Yep. And then I think it'll realistically be Sonny on the left, Richarlison up front, and Johnson on the right. That graphic says something different. Maybe Sammy knows something we don't. But,
he's also got your doggy on there. So.
Oh, yeah, good point. So probably not. A little bit of Christmas cheer being brought in. Sammy's just gone in from the piss, I think.
Yeah.
Marlon, I wanted to mention Skip there. You think he'll play in the six, or might you be tempted to bring Sarr into the six?
Well, I heard Ange talking this week about Skippy playing in the six, so I'm going to assume he's going to play there. It's a bit weird that he's not thought of putting Højbjerg in there, so it's
I
kind
have
of
a theory. I think Højbjerg has, sometime in the last 2 weeks, has stated, this is my theory, I've got no evidence to back this up, but I think he stated that January is when he wants to leave. He doesn't want to wait till the summer with the Euros coming up. And maybe Big Ange just said, look, you know, if the bid comes in, you'll get to leave, but also that has kind of dropped him behind Skip in the pecking order.
No, that makes perfect sense. And you know what? I think Ange kind of said I don't think Skip's even played in the six this year, and it's what he said he'd prefer him to play. But Basuma and everyone else has done pretty well there when they've come in. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting.
I've always liked Ollie Skip, and I think I probably said it to you last time we were on. He just needs, it feels like he needs a run of games and some rhythm. So it wouldn't surprise me at all, just to bait the corner of the Tottenham fan base who are waiting for mistakes to happen. It wouldn't surprise me at all if he's a little rusty as the game begins today. But hopefully they'll then kind of play himself into it.
Well, hopefully this will give him the confidence that he has been picked ahead of Højbjerg. He is the number one thought since Basuma's out, and actually this is for him to keep the shirt. Because Basuma's not going to be here for the next month or so. So it's down to him. He has now got a month to prove that this is his position. He can get back to the form he had under Nuno, which we all loved him for, and get back to the Oliver Skip we all knew and was quite happy. Was quite disappointed when he got injured the first time round. But
with your football manager hat on, might you have been tempted to bring Lo Celso in, drop Sarr into the six, and play Lo Celso and Deki Kulusevski into a very attacking midfield?
Yes and no. No, I'm going to say no, because Lo Celso's not been here in the last couple of games, and Lo Celso's made a glass, as they say. Yeah. So this is probably the best sort of lineup he could have played for today anyway. So I think Skip just has to come in, be brave, be himself, and he's got no pressure. Yeah. Just come in and do what he has to do.
And Emerson Royal, obviously, last time he played left back was against Wolves away, and he did not cover himself in glory. He's a trier, Emerson Royal, so I'm not slagging him off for not giving 100%, but he was just exposed on the ball a few too many times on the wrong side. Yep. Will being at home and against a team who I think will realistically let us have a lot of possession make that a bit easier for him?
Yes, I actually can't agree more. The thing is with Royal, when he plays left back, he can't get no criticism for me. He's playing in a position where he's not comfortable with. It's not him, and most people say he's not even a good enough right back. So you're now then expecting him to go play in a position that he's never played before. So he's got to do a job. Let's see how he does today. But you're absolutely right. I think he'll get on better today because we're more likely to have the ball. But this is a confident Everton, so that's the only thing that worries me. Everything else, I think, falls into our favour. Everton have a terrible record against us.
They do. Yep. That's what I've been grabbing onto all week on my content as well. One thing I would say about Everton is they did play that extra game in the week in the Carabao Cup, a long 90 minutes, and then on to penalties. I've said it earlier this week, I was absolutely gutted for the first time ever that the Carabao Cup stopped extra time. So I was like, the one time we could do with the club having actually played extra time. Yeah. Do you think the fact that they lost that game on penalties, will that do anything for their confidence, or is Premier League just a completely different thing? It's
a complete different animal. You know Sean Dyche is in there with his raspy voice going, it doesn't matter, it's a different game, we've been good, don't let it derail our season. Yeah. You know fully well. And if they come out of the confidence they have been, they could, as long as, look, it's one of them. We haven't had a fast start in the last couple of games. and we probably need to do the same today and kind of get them in the last 20 minutes, I think, and try and hopefully that game.
It.
So
you've called it early.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we would be remiss of us not to mention Richarlison against his former club. He's on a good run, 3 goals in 2 games, playing in that number 9, and Sonny is about to go away in a couple of games' time, so he's going to be the main man. Could this be a script written for Richarlison today to really kind of hammer home some support from the Spurs faithful?
Do you know what's really funny? Ever since me and you done the last watch along where he did score, I've been thinking, actually, he might actually do this. So, look, he is going to be the main man. He knows he's the main man, and he scored against Nottingham Forest. And to be fair to him, I thought he had a pretty decent game against Forest, considering. So, hopefully, today it's the same. It's against it's against a club that love him.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can pull in the same sort of performance. He just needs to put the ball in the back of the net. We don't care. At the end of the day, the rest of it is just, it happens.
Yeah.
But if he puts the ball in the back of the net, we ain't talking about him missing chances.
He always works his nuts off as well. That's what I love about Richarlison. He's an absolute worker bee. I hope he doesn't get overly motivated and take someone out knee high in this game. That would worry me.
Yeah.
Obviously, we should talk about Everton briefly. Going for their 5th win in a row, and they've won, I think, 4 away Premier League games on the spin as well. It's an incredible record. It's so difficult to go away from home and get results like that. What are you worried about in terms of them? For me, it's kind of direct play, runners off winning the 50-50s, and second balls and set pieces.
Do you know what? With Decore being out, I think he's a very key part into what they do.
Right.
So I'm a bit like, if we can get at them early, James Garner, I think, is come in for them. So it's going to be...
He's highly rated, Garner, actually. So, a lot of Everton fans think he's their best player.
It's going to be their wingers, isn't it? It's going to be Dwight McNeil and Jack Harrison, where we're going to see the most amount of threat. And Dwight McNeil will be up against Royale. Is he up? No, Jack Harrison's up against Royale. So he's probably going to be the key to this whole process. But yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this 90 minutes is, because Everton have been strong at the back, because you've got Pickford, Patterson, Braithwaite, Tarkowski and Mikolenko as that back 5, and they've been doing well.
Branthwaite, highly rated and obviously linked with Spurs quite a lot. I haven't seen a lot of him, but what I've seen of him has been very impressive, and I've got a lot of family and friends who are Everton fans, and they love him as well. So the game is just about to kick off. Richarlison's about to kick off. We don't have any volume, unfortunately, so we won't be able to hear what the commentators are saying, but it might well come up, but we will do our best. We will do our best to relay what's going on. The reason I wanted to hear it a little bit is because it's nice to get the atmosphere. But we've got the ball. Christian Romero at the back. Should go through the Everton team. You mentioned the back 5 there, and then in front of them it's Onana, Garner Gate, and then Garner, and then Dwight McNeil, Jack Harrison, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front, who I have to say, I've always really rated Dominic Calvert-Lewin. The only issue is he doesn't get on the pitch enough.
He reminds me a bit of Daniel Sturridge in the sense of they've got to be 100% to play.
Yeah.
Real
chance on the edge for Pap Sahe on the volley.
On the volley. But with the Premier League, I remember a player coming out and saying, no player is ever 100%.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
So them two always are the kind of guys that you go, yeah, Calvert-Lewin would be perfect for Spurs right now. If he could stay fit.
Exactly. I was always thinking of him as a potential Harry Kane. Oh no, hold on. This isn't good. So we made a chance down the left side there, by the way, which led to the volley, which was Kulusevski on the left. And then we've just broken back, and something has happened in our own box. Romero, who has gone down a little bit.
Oh, without no one touching him either.
I think Calvert-Lewin's just maybe trod on him at the end there a little bit. Hopefully it's nothing serious and more of an impact injury rather than anything else. But Romero, who's not one really to stay down, he's one to kind of pretend to be injured. But no, it looks like he's going to be all right. I can only see the fans applauding, but it looks to me, I mean, it's good to have a 3 p.m. kickoff on a Saturday, especially around Christmas. Some of the most fun games can be around Christmas. Pedro Porro just getting caught on the ball there. But if I was there, I'd be absolutely boozing it up.
Ben Davies getting caught there.
Yeah, chance here for Everton on the inside, but Romero has come across and done well.
Just before we carry on, Anvil had a super chat. He said, member for 23 months, so thank you very much. He said, managers of the people fighting today, Coys.
Brilliant. You are in charge of the super chats today, Marlon, because I haven't got it up, basically. So Spurs, interesting there. So this is a good insight here. Everton pressing very high when we got the ball back, and we've already lost the ball kind of twice through Ben Davies. And who was the first one? Was it Porro?
Porro, yeah.
Whilst trying to play those kind of little between the lines balls. So Everton getting a little bit of joy kind of pushing us up. And they have the ball now. It's just kind of breaking for a throw-in. Another one, a bit scrappy at the moment. Emerson Royal rocking another tram-lined haircut, and why not? I can think of many reasons why not, to be totally honest, but I'm not going to say it. Go on, Richarlison. Go on, go through. Oh, I'll tell you what.
Oh, Sarr.
And now we're pressing them high up. That was interesting. Well done, Pedro. Yes. Do you know what? So I haven't watched a lot of Everton live games, but it strikes me from everything I've read and heard as they win a corner off a deflection off Pedro Porro that really they're just kind of classic Dyche, very well organised, know what their jobs are, don't try and do anything they're not capable of, really. And like you said, get it out to the wide men, get crosses in, and they're quite a big team.
No, that's exactly what they are. And to be fair to them, like, people won't notice this, but they do play good football as well. Yeah. Dyche has this reputation, but when they're playing well, they do play great football. So it's going to be interesting to see how we cope today.
Yeah. Corner comes in. It's to the back, chance on the volley, and Vicario grabs it. Yeah, no volume at the moment.
Have you put it up on that remote?
Yeah, it's at 90. It's at 100.
It's at 100.
Which means when it does come on, we will know about it. Sorry, just still some technical issues here. Everton, not many teams. I was just going to say they're kind of pressing us in the middle of our own half, but it's only really Calvert-Lewin. It's when that second ball comes into the midfield that they seem to, into Skip and Porro in that inverted position that we seem to then be getting pressed. But we haven't really made it past, apart from that one. Apart from that one break to Kulusevski down the left, we haven't really got past our own half yet. So far, just a lot of kind of sideways passing. It's obviously January is kind of 10 days away now. Quite a few transfer links coming in, Marlon, and quite a lot of talk in that kind of, in terms of transfers we've done recently. It seems to be what happens. There are a lot of kind of wider links, and then suddenly it pinpoints on someone, and that happens quite quickly. That seems to maybe be in the pipeline with Todibo.
Yes.
From Nice.
Defender. Apparently Man United ain't going to step in our way, but, with all these things, then you get rumours coming out of the club, we haven't got enough money. You just don't know. I think from the sounds of it, he is our number one target. We obviously, and Ange did say a couple of weeks ago he's looking for a defender. Yeah. So it just all makes sense. And hopefully he's in, if not before Burnley, after Burnley. Yeah. Because we have got a big month coming up. I know we've got 2 big games with Brentford and United, so we kind of need him in early as possible. And the reason United could get in the way is because Nice, who he plays for, are owned by Jim Ratcliffe, who's about to take a 25% stake in Manchester United. Although, I tell you what, if I was Jim Ratcliffe, and I'm assuming it's the Glazers kind of causing hassle with that deal, because I remember reading something 3 months ago or 2 months ago that was like, it's supposed to be done on Wednesday. I can only imagine the kind of way they're levying this deal, clearly making deal demands late on to try and change it to the better for them. But I don't know, if I was a Man United fan, I'm not sure the whole 25% someone new would be enough for me. They hate the Glazers and they just want completely rid of them. But if that's the best they can do now, then maybe they think it changes. You saw they got done 2-0 by West Ham. Yeah, 2-0 earlier, which is, for me, is that a Ten Hag problem or is that a board problem? It's a bit of both, I think. I tell you what, it's been not a good start by Spurs, I have to say. Very scrappy. We keep giving the ball away quite loosely. Romero's just played a lovely ball out to Brennan Johnson. Branthwaite comes across and covers that. Johnson wearing one of those Raul Jimenez-esque headband covers for his 12 stitches from last week, or 16 stitches, or whatever it was. That was a nasty collision, though. It was nasty. Well, I didn't really... They hardly replayed it. Was it a boot in the face? What was it? No, I think... I can't remember the guy's name. Just ran into him. Literally. Was it head on head? Head on head, yeah. Right. No one... You couldn't really see it on TV until they showed it once, and that was it. I'm just going to say it because it's true. Pedro Porro has given the ball away 3 times in this first 6 minutes, but now we've got the ball on the left-hand side. Sonny, I thought he was going to play it inside there, but he's cut inside. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot there. Comes to Skippy, and we're just getting a bit of slow motion action here. And, well, we've lost the ball. That I can tell you, and there's a chance here because he's in his own half. There's a real chance for Everton here. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is completely free. He won't have the pace for this. He's one-on-one. Yeah, he's one-on-one. Oh, is he going to put it in the car? Brilliant tackle by Romero. Brilliant. Got back just in the nick of time, and Calvert-Lewin's gone down. And he's cleared Calvert-Lewin out. Yep. That'd be him out for 6 months. What? It's been a really stale smart. So Skip to Porro and Skip just takes a heavy touch. That's horrible. That is exactly what I called a rusty start to this game for Oliver Skip. And then
it was given away, and Dwight McNeil, who's having the season of his life so far, kind of beats everyone in the centre midfield and then plays it through to Calvert-Lewin, who's onside because he's still in his own half. And yeah, as you said, Christian Romero did brilliantly to get back. We're just having a little bit of feed issues. Obviously, Ange said in his press conference, looking like the injuries will be 2 or 3 weeks away. Can't come quick enough, let's be honest about that.
Do you know what? Our starting 11 can compete with anybody, but as soon as you start taking people out, it's not. Yeah, it's very slim, as they say, and we start struggling. But we're not the only ones.
No.
And that's how we have to look at it. We're not the only ones who will struggle. But
another corner to Everton. Comes in near post and cleared away. I think that was from Porro. Everton looking very confident at the moment, and it's been a good start. They play it out wide to Mikolenko. Good challenge from Porro again, and just get it down the line. Pedro, get rid of it. Well done. Well, that stayed on. Okay, a little bit scrappy. Oh, Decky could maybe have gone down there. Yeah, he did well. He did well there, Decky, back to goal. We need to just get a little bit of fluidity through central midfield. Kulusevski hasn't been on the ball at all. Well, that's a yellow card. Oh,
he's going to always get a bit of rolling
there, Marlon.
So Romero tries to take a quick free kick there. Hits, I don't know, I can't see it. Hits, Garner in the back of the head. It looks like he's standing away, but referee brings it back because it's ball rolling.
Blocked the ball with his hands.
I thought he did as well.
But turns out the ball was rolling, so he got away with one there. But Romero was trying to take it quickly because he thought there was a kind of mid to long range ball through. What Everton are doing well is stopping us from playing those balls in between the lines into our kind of inverted midfielders, which might be Everton doing well. Well, he's found one to Sarr there, and we've lost it, but got it back. It might be Everton dealing with it well, and the fact that we are missing, a comfortable 6 in Basuma.
Johnson.
Okay, we just need to get hold of the ball a bit.
We're passing it well now. Oh, brilliant.
Lovely dummy. Johnson down the right.
Richarlison!
He scored! Rishi! Oh!
Brilliant.
The script was written. I called it. I'm excited, but now VAR, you don't know. So now I'm going to just lower.
No, I've got to trust it. You have to do 2 celebrations.
I'm so afraid of memeing that I'm not going to celebrate. It went down the right. Lovely little dummy. It's just whether that first ball was offside, I think, more than anything.
What a ball from Sarr.
Yeah, lovely from Sarr breaking through the midfield. Let's have a look. So Johnson has it out on the right, gives it back to Porro, who gives it to Sarr, who makes a little break of the lines.
He's on.
Johnson with a lovely cross as well.
Nathan Patterson, is it Patterson? Keeps him on side. Brilliant.
And a lovely dummy from Kulusevski, by the way.
And it's brilliant because we haven't been far. So it's been a terrible start. It's not been great.
That's football.
And that's what's been brilliant about it. We've got the goal early. Let's go.
But also, that to me is the difference between a Richarlison who's confident and a Richarlison who's snatching at it. It comes to the near post, he gets across his man, and he just lets the ball almost come off his foot. He doesn't snatch at it. He just uses the pace of the ball from Johnson inside the near post. 1-0 Tottenham.
You know he needed that because he celebrated.
They've kicked off. They can't disallow it now. 1-0 Tottenham. Okay, now let's get the ball down a bit more. We've been a bit lucky there, a bit fortunate. But that's football. That's Premier League football right there. You get a chance and you take it. Lovely. Elite stuff from Richarlison. And good to get Brennan Johnson back on the assist sheet as well.
Yeah, no, I suppose this is what we were talking about weeks ago, as in he wants a right midfielder and that right wing, and that's evident why. That's the sort of ball. He had it at Celtic, so you can kind of see where he's going with it.
Yeah, totally. And that'll give Johnson confidence as well with a bit of a head injury to know that he's in the game. But
brilliant start from Spurs. Couldn't ask for anything. Wow. If you're not going to play well
done, Skippy.
You might as well get a goal in early.
No, totally. And Skippy just took a nice touch there under pressure, and hopefully that'll calm him down a little bit as well. Oh, Decky, nice idea. Oh, well done, Pedro Porro. Some good little stuff going on here in the kind of central midfield with Porro. It's very tight around there. There's kind of 8 players within that central midfield area, which is clearly something. Everton have almost gone with a diamond.
Yeah,
haven't they?
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so just before that goal, we were talking. Oh, hello. We were talking about the potential signings coming in a little bit, and obviously the injuries coming back as well. I was surprised to hear Ange say that maybe Bentancur wouldn't be too far behind the other two as well. It could be that by the time the African Nations Cup is over and the Asian Cup is over, we've got fingers crossed, a full squad to pick from.
You're hoping if we can go into the second half of the season and not pick up these injuries and go with a full fit squad, Mate, I'd be dreaming.
I know. It would be absolutely dreamland.
Yeah.
I've driven here from the New Forest where I was with my sister last night, and in the car I basically listened to all of the Tottenham podcasts from this week, and everyone was kind of saying the same thing. Hold on, good chance. Emerson Royal. Oh, what a cross!
Is it a goal?
It must be. He hasn't moved.
He hasn't moved.
It has to be. But it's our stream has stopped.
This is
but,
the breast.
But it's the shot has come across from the back stick. But it looks like Pickford is no way going to react to that in time because it's 7 yards out. Wait, and who? Is it Johnson at the back stick?
Johnson.
What are the
ball
comments
for
saying?
Real.
What are the comments saying?
They're not saying it's 2-0.
Technology absolutely destroying us here on We Are Tottenham TV.
It's
over the
over.
bar.
It's gone over.
Oh, Brennan Johnson. He made the run across the front stick.
What
he did
a
the
ball
hard
from Royale.
work. Yeah, lovely from Royale. Oh, tell you what, that would have been a moment. It's a bad miss in the end. You have to say it's off the ground a little bit. He's side-footing it off the ground, volleying it almost, but from a bounce. And he just hits it over the bar.
I'm going to blame his head injury for that.
Yeah.
But
That's
no,
a
we're
shame.
starting to get back in the game now. And we're starting to open Everton up a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
and that'll actually scare Everton a bit.
Yeah.
'Cause they won't have gone into this game thinking that Royale offers much of a threat going forward from the left, but now he's just put in that ball. That might make them play a little bit more defensively on that side. Lovely stuff from Spurs. Look at Royale. You got the one thing I will never suggest that Royale doesn't have is confidence. Like
Oh, yeah.
I once watched a clip of him playing a game of futsal, and it looked like he couldn't trap the ball, genuinely. Like, he's the least likely Brazilian ever, but he's so confident that he just, when he's playing like 11 aside for Spurs first team, he'll try everything. The no-look cross, the no-look pass.
Well, the thing was, he's the only player who's ever probably been slightly booed coming off, and he didn't take it as a negative thing. So you got to love him.
And did you hear all the stuff last season about how much money he spends on kind of personal development, like improving when he's not at the training ground? It's very impressive.
No, you got to give him credit where credit's due. Yeah, he's not the best footballer, let alone, he is Brazilian, so we do expect a certain way to be played. But yeah, he's, 100% effort. But yeah, he's going to cost you goals here and there and everywhere. That's
for sure. They're playing that direct ball. Ben Davies positioning good so far. Skippy just being slightly out-muscled by Dominic Calvert-Lewin then, and we're back in the buffering game. So the bench today, 3 centre-halves showing the kind of slight lack of depth to our squad yet again.
Yep.
Dorrington, Dyer, and Ashley Phillips is fit again. And then as well as them, we've got Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, who, as we said, not sure what situation he's going to be in mentally now, being below Skip. Lo Celso back from injury, which is good. Brian Hill, Jamie Donnelly, and Valise up front. Sammy, we've lost our feed again, which I know you've got TV there. I wouldn't say blessed with options off the bench. Certainly not going forward, really. Although maybe this will be the game where Jamie Donnelly does get more minutes.
I don't know. Ange doesn't seem to. I thought Ange would have given him minutes weeks ago, so he must be seeing. Well, look, as I always say, they see something in training we don't.
Yeah.
Right. So when they're not getting minutes, they're probably just not ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though we see, you find a lot of fans who watch the Premier League too and watch everything like that and go, no, they're brilliant, but they're not up against the same opposition.
Yeah.
So when they join in the first team, are they doing the same stuff? And it never works out that way.
Here's the main question I've got for you, which obviously this will be the most important thing ever. Why are Everton not in their blue strip? Blue against white, That's a good ball, though. Everton making some space now on the left wing. Mikolenko, I think that is it?
Yeah, Mikolenko puts
He's got a
across
cross in there, Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin. That's an orthodox save. Unorthodox, as they say.
Yeah, Vicario, it could have been... He's basically pushed it away, and I think he was worried that Calvert-Lewin might sweep up any... If it went back out, so he got it out for out the side, basically.
It's got to be commercial reasons why Everton are not in.
Yes, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Mikolenko with another chance to get crosses in here, and this one should go straight to Vicario. But as you said at the top of the show, that is where the danger lies, really, out wide, and we're going to have to work harder to stop the crosses. And we haven't been great at that this season, to be honest. Chance for us down the left here now with Sonny. Drive at them, Sonny. Drive. Oh, he's offside. Yeah, he was watching that down the line. Did you see this week's video of Sonny with the nice Spurs fan girls whose dad has cancer?
Yes, I did actually.
Beautiful bit of content made by Premier League Productions.
Yeah, Sonny though. Sonny's just any content that Sonny does is going to be brilliant.
He's clearly just a lovely bloke. So for that chance, by the way, Calvert-Lewin got across Ben Davies. That I did think if oh wow, hold on, real chance for Everton. Oh well, Vicario came out and Sweeper kept it with his head. Cleared it out, and they had a chance on the volley to an empty net from about, 50, 45 yards, 40 yards.
I think it's offside,
It came
Yeah,
from just
it's
a long
offside.
ball. Oh, that's great keeping.
Yeah,
to be
he's
fair.
offside.
Oh, this is an open game now, but actually that early goal has really changed how I think Sean Dyche would want this to be. It's come out to Brennan Johnson on the... Porro in on the right now, not a good ball from Brennan Johnson. I blame his head injury for that. We're going to be
Everything's going to be blamed
He's got
on
his
that.
assist, so I don't feel bad about blaming his head injury for things. But it was cleared in the end by Mikolenko for Spurs' I think, first corner of the game.
Yeah.
Pedro Porro seems to be playing himself into this game now. He just had a few dodgy touches early doors, but I think that will happen with the amount of changes that we have around central midfield. The key part of these things is that they get rhythm with each other's players, and when these players come in and out of the team, that then changes that.
But I suppose for us right now,
Spurs have scored
it's
again.
good. Sonny!
We missed it. We missed it. Pickford has had a nightmare there. A shot
Sonny.
straight at him, and it's come to Sonny, who scores, I think, his 12th of the season. Well done,
Sonny.
Marlon.
Do you know
When
what?
we are in these seats,
What
can
can I say? It's me. Like, it is me. I'm a lucky charm for people in this seat.
I'm totally happy for it to be all you. 2-0 against a team who are going for their 5th league win in a row. Great start for Spurs, even if it's just been a matter of a couple of chances here. But like I said, in that last couple of minutes, because Everton got one down, they have kind of lost their discipline a bit, and we were making chances kind of breaking through midfield. That is a handball.
And White goes out for a corner. Got another super chat from Espen Anderson, who says, Davis, Royale and Skip playing a diamond on the left brings back weird memories.
Yeah, well, when you're 2-0 up, you don't mind talking about that. If we were 2-0 down, I think everyone would absolutely... There'd be fires burning right now.
Espen, I like that one. That's a good one.
We're starting to play some decent stuff out now as well. And Sammy, our producer, is going absolutely mental at the technical issues that we are currently suffering. It's Christmas. Somebody in technical world is on the mince pies.
And we're 2-0 up.
We're 2-0 up, so it doesn't matter. Nothing has been disallowed by VAR yet. And here we are again, breaking through the lines. Sonny out on the left. Yep, here he goes again. Oh, he's just let that got trapped under his feet and he's lost the ball.
So, I wanted to ask you a question. Sonny on the left, what's changed?
Well, Richarlison being more confident, starting to score some goals, I think, more than anything. What do you think?
I put it down. He just looks, well, he seems to be running at people now again. He wasn't doing that, like, parts of last year. And even the beginning of this season, he wasn't doing it. So it's really weird now. He's suddenly got back to how he was under Conte for that period, 6-month period.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of, like I said, the podcast I was listening to, a lot of people have been talking about this as well. I think Sonny, that injury that he talked about having been playing through all last season, really made a big difference. And actually on View from the Lane, they were talking about, how actually they thought last year that it was his decline, but actually it was probably just a blip due to the injury. Everton playing some nice stuff here, and they've got a good cross in, but Vicario, the big man, gets it. So yeah, no, it's just brilliant to see Sonny back to his best and confident more than anything else. And that is a horrible pass back that Pat Matassar just gave to Vicario, who dealt with it like it was nothing at all.
Like it happens in training all the time.
Oh, lovely stuff.
I wonder if it had anything to do with Decky being in the middle. That's because of the options now.
Oh, lovely from Papsar. Rishi has just been gone through. I think he'll be all right. It's Rishi. He'll be fine.
Yeah. If he's moving.
So what do you mean? So Decky playing in the 10, what do you mean?
Yeah, because he's now got because of the options
creativity
he's got,
around him.
Yeah, it's just giving him he goes, I can either go in the middle to Decky or I have to go down wide. And actually, he's now making those runs at the right back.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. We've got some injuries here on the pitch. So it's
Ghana Gay.
Yeah, Idrissa Gay is down for Everton. I think he's trying to stop himself from getting booked.
Yeah.
He knows he absolutely went through Richarlison. The ref's got his yellow card out. He's pretending he's injured. Now this pretense is not worth it because he's going to book you anyway. And Richarlison now pretending to be his mate, having pretended to be injured from the tackle a second ago. Let's see it now. It's just a bit of a scissor tackle, isn't it? He's going for the ball. It's nothing bad.
Yeah, because he's going for Sarr and Richarlison ends up just walking into him.
I would argue that's not a booking. He's gone for the ball, but in the modern day, in present day football, you're always going to get a booking for that, which leads me on actually. Romero, I believe, is on 4 yellows. Is that right?
Correct.
Brighton away next.
Yeah, we can't.
We couldn't do with. We could. I mean, I don't know. We're looking at Alfie Dorrington, Eric Dyer, or.
Wow, Ashley Phillips.
Ashley Phillips, if Romero gets a 5th yellow here.
Well, your doggy's back, wouldn't he? So it'd probably be Royale in the middle.
It would be Royale and Davis again, wouldn't it? Well, the good thing is Brighton. I mean, we're looking too far ahead. We're running before we can walk. But the good thing is that Brighton actually play in such a similar way to us.
Yes.
That it's not like it's going to be a big direct kind of it'll be a pass off basically. But yeah, we need Romero to be thinking smartly and
yeah, so like we're 2-0 up now. Don't do anything stupid.
Well,
pretty much
what I was going to say, but then I stopped myself and jinxed myself. Is if we were to get a third, at what point would you be willing to take Romero off and
At
wrap
4.
him in cotton wool?
I need 4.
Yeah, maybe 5 even. Good start. Maybe Gay is a bit more injured than we thought. He doesn't look comfortable, to be honest.
I think Richarlison fell on him, and I think that's what's the impact.
Right. Are you if you were a top level elite manager, would you be a suit on the touchline man or would you be a tracksuit man?
I'd be a suit. I look good in a suit, I have to say, so I'd be a suit man.
I'm always very impressed with those people who play Football Manager and when they get to a cup final, they dress up in a suit themselves.
I nearly did that recently, but
and rightly so. I should say, saw a stat before the game. Everton had not allowed an opposition player to score for 465 minutes before this game. Spurs have broken that. Well done, Tottenham. Richarlison and Sonny. And it looks like Andre Gomez is coming on. Of course,
oh, wow.
He has not got good previous against Spurs from when he snapped his leg in a tackle that was deemed to be at the time Son's fault when it clearly wasn't. Sonny got sent off for that. Do you remember?
Yeah. It got rescinded, though.
One thing I'd say about Andre Gomez, lovely on the ball, but he is so slow. It is unbelievable. So we might be able to make some progress off the back of him in midfield if that's where he's going to come on.
He's one of them players that Everton at the time he was needed, and then now when you're trying to move forward and you're trying to be quicker in the Premier League, it kind of you need someone who's a bit more quick. It's like Jorginho, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's very slow on the ball.
I've got to say that feels to me, I could be wrong, but that feels to me like the substitution that a kind of substitution, because obviously Garner Gay went off injured, but the kind of substitution replacement that I'm not sure Dyche would have gone with had they not been 2-0 down.
No.
Like it seems overly
protecting it.
Yeah. Well, no, he's quite an attacking player though, isn't he?
Well,
Kind
of.
I see him as a creative.
He sits most of the time.
Okay.
So he can create, but it's a case of I reckon he's trying to not because I don't know why they've tried to compact our midfield. It feels like Dyche hasn't watched us completely, and both goals have come from going out wide, haven't they? Well,
maybe he felt like because of the size of their centre halves, they'd have more luck if they let us get crosses in. And actually, both goals have come from the cross along the floor for the first one. Firstly, I actually didn't see a lot of the second one. Was it from a corner? I can't even remember. Yeah, it's from a corner. We're having some terrible technical issues with this feed, unfortunately. But the good news is, last time we lost our feed, we scored.
Yeah.
So who really knows? Everton obviously lost 10 points for the financial irregularities earlier on. They are appealing that, but they would have been, I think, kind of only a point behind 6th if they didn't have that 10 points taken away from them. What do you see in terms of where do you see them finishing up this season, realistically?
10th. Like no, on a serious level, if they hadn't had the 10-point deduction, I don't think they would have won all their other games. I think that's relieved a lot of pressure off the boys. And it's kind of gone in their favour. Yeah. So, I see 10th is a realistic split because they're going to go for a bad run as well. This is Everton. And this is Sean Dyche. He does this. He goes through good periods, bad periods, good periods, bad periods. So, But, they had to get Everton first. Let's see what happens to the other two, basically.
Yeah, well, Everton obviously 10 points for their one charge of financial irregularity. Manchester City, just the 115 charges. I think I'm just trying to find another feed here, but no luck on my Twitter. Spurs have a free kick midway inside Everton's half. Everton keeping a line on their 18-yard box. And it's all going in slow motion a little bit.
It's 25 minutes in, how do you think we've started? Because I wouldn't say compared to other games, we haven't been... I wouldn't say we've been great. We've just been okay.
No, I think what's happened is we've kind of slowly got ourselves into the game in terms of the football we're playing.
Yep.
But then we've just made ourselves 2 chances and taken them.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we didn't do against West Ham and Aston Villa.
That's exactly what I was thinking. We've actually taken our chances, and maybe if Richarlison's going to sit there and take his chances, oh my God.
But don't you think? I think that's where, bigger picture wise, that's why having a manager like Ange, who is forward-thinking and always about playing football the right way and trying to attack all the time, when it comes to those games where you've lost, he's able to say, but look, if you'd taken those chances, then we would have won that game. Whereas with Conte ball, it was more like, oh, you've tried to hang on. You had to be clinical,
yeah.
You've tried to hang on and you've lost. And it's like, well, you probably couldn't have done much more. we're just making a little run inside the... Yeah, Sonny's in the box now. Playing some good stuff into Johnson. It's another corner to Spurs. If there are times... Sorry, guys, at home. If there are times where it looks like we're not talking about the football, it's because the football isn't showing on our screen. But, you know, who cares? It's Christmas.
Yes.
It's Christmas.
Enjoy it. So make sure you hit those likes buttons first, and then make sure you've... In the description, if you want to follow me or Barnaby, our channels are there. You know, as a Christmas gift, give us a subscribe.
Yeah, give us a subscribe. Thank you so much for all of your support and all the lovely comments you've been saying while we're doing. We've got a corner now. It's a bit of grappling in the middle, but Pedro Porro with an outswinger. Here it comes. Doesn't beat the first man. Oh, hello. That was neat.
Oh, Skip wins the ball back. Quite luckily, but you know what? He wins it.
And it goes all the way back to Big Vic from Emerson Royale, and Spurs get their shape back again. Oliver Skipp always looking for the ball, which is good. He never shirks away from wanting to get on the ball, Skippy, to be fair. He just sometimes, when he's not in rhythm, he has a bit of a heavy touch, and sometimes his touches can go in odd directions. But
no, I completely agree with that statement, and I think that's what does him in sometimes.
Yeah. Poch always loved him, and one thing we haven't really talked about is these links with Conor Gallagher at Chelsea. I wonder if you know, Poch might do a little. We'll take an Ollie Skip off you. Lovely little ball into Richarlison. If you can see Decky, but go on, Rishi, go and have a dig. No, that's not the ball, mate. That's not the ball. But still, made a good run there. Yeah, Poch loved Ollie Skip, and he was very young back then. He really saw something in him.
To be fair, every single manager that we've had since Poch has loved him too. Yeah. He just Nuno probably didn't say nothing about him, but that's when he's played his best football. So
it's mainly Twitter Spurs who hate Oliver Skipp the most. That's what I find. I had a bit of a row with someone on Twitter Spurs about Harry Winks this week, and they were saying how appalling he was. And I was just like, actually, he's a very gifted footballer, but he suffered from kind of lack of injuries and bad form and confidence.
So for me, I agree with a talented footballer. I think his decision making was the reason what let him down. And he still does it now at Leicester. His decision making is not great.
They love him there though.
Yeah, but he's not a Premier League. It's not a Premier League elite decision making.
Yeah.
In the Championship, it works. Yeah. But when you're in the Premier League, you have to be a bit more clever.
I saw him play for England a couple of times. He was really good. I mean, I think what I will say is he's not. So for someone who likes to sit at the six and kind of just keep the ball moving, he's not Carrick level. Carrick was an elite level decision maker who could also play those nice through balls and stuff. So yeah, I would give you that. But look, for me, there was a reason why Poch liked him, and there was some. Actually, I remember in a previous watch along actually saying non-negative things about Eric Dyer, and I nearly got cancelled from the fans. So look, I should be careful about who I say. All I'm saying is these players were not as terrible as sometimes they were deemed to be. That's all.
No, but Harry Winks just used to annoy me. That's all it was, because he used to get on the ball. And what he was good at was, you know, when he used to make those decisive passes, he never done it enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that was, he kept going side, and that's Jermaine Genius territory for me.
He did score a winner against West Ham once, didn't he, Harry Winks? Oh, Pat Matasar has just lost the ball in midfield. We've been, Romero helps, or Ben Davies helps him out. But just in the last 2 minutes, we've been a little more, a little arrogant on the ball. But anyway, we've won it back now. That happens.
Porro swings in a great ball to Son.
Yeah, it's gone all the way out to Son. It was a lovely diagonal from Pedro Porro. Sonny now on the byline, facing up the right back.
Go on, Sonny.
No, that's not your game, Sonny. One-on-one, unless he's already got out at pace, I don't think is Son's game. He should look for someone behind him there. But Spurs getting on the ball again in here. Nice stuff. Goes back out to Romero. One of the main reasons amongst many others, I'm desperate for him not to be suspended, is just how important his passing from the back is and his bravery on the ball.
Yeah, do you know what? The years I've been watching Romero as well, I never knew he had that in his game. But you're absolutely spot on. The way he sometimes gets on the ball, and it's a very Toby Alderweireld-esque kind of way he plays in that sense when he's on it.
Oh, that's nice from Everton into Calvert-Lewin, back to goal. Gives it back out.
But he's definitely a top quality defender though. When he's on his game, he's absolutely brilliant.
Here's Jack Harrison. Haven't seen too much of him. It's been mostly down the left for Everton so far, but plays it inside. They're in a decent position here, but no, a through
That's brilliant
ball
defending.
Back to Vicaria.
Brilliant defending from Spurs. Do you know what? Our defensive shape, I have to say, under Range, I do like.
Oh, yeah.
Even though we give up so many chances, we don't give up clear-cut chances, if that makes sense.
Yeah, not often.
Not often. True. And it's like, we have to make the mistake for you to score.
Well, that's another thing about playing so forward-thinking is, you know, a lot of the times the teams are so worried about what's going on in their defensive half that they're not, therefore, able to push so far and make those chances. Yeah, I completely agree. And, I'm in love with Big Ange. So there we go. That's my Christmas miracle right
Who's
there.
not?
Yeah, exactly. Who's not? But still, as in any Premier League game, if you're 2-0 up, the next goal is always vital.
Yeah.
And we've got to make sure that if it's going to be scored, it's going to be ours.
It has to be us, because if Everton get a sniff,
Yeah.
and the confident vein that they're in, I can see second half being a bit of a backs against the wall kind of job.
Yeah, totally, because they've got they've got the latent confidence from having
Yeah.
won 5-0. That's good. Sonny's taking him on the outside. Decent cross. He's going to get another chance here. No,
But they are definitely a different side of that Decore. He, for me, is why they've done so well.
yeah. So I always saw Decore as more of a sitting midfielder, but he's kind of been playing further up for them.
Yeah, some of the runs he makes when he's carrying the ball as well, you can tell he's a bit like Hassar is for us on that right-hand side. It just seems to work.
Yeah, we've just got it into the right channel now with Pedro Porro linking up well with Brennan Johnson. He's facing up, I think that's Branthwaite. Oh, and he's nutmegged him.
Nutmegged him.
And yeah, just want to throw
You see Porro dancing on social media this week?
I have not seen that. Where was he dancing?
Dancing on his... I'm going to assume it was his... he's in his kitchen and he's in his pants.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, having a
Nice
a great
pants?
time.
White
yeah,
fronts? What are we looking
at? They were nice pants. I have to give him that. But yeah, he's definitely loving life.
He and Brian Hill did a good interview with Jamie Weir at Sky Sports in Spanish, all in Spanish, where they talked about Big Ange a lot and how much they love him and how brilliant it is playing for him and stuff, which is good to see. Brian Hill, I don't think it's going to happen for Brian Hill at Spurs, but he's going to be a big talent, I think, in La Liga.
Yeah, he'll be one of those that he won't become world class, but he'll be vital to someone in Spain because of the way they play, and probably be a brilliant asset to someone.
Yeah,
You can tell there's talent.
Oh, real talent.
Real talent, but it's just, mate, oh, here we go. Spurs have given the ball away. Ben Davies again. That's the second time he's given the ball
They're
away
in on
today.
the right, big cross.
Skip in the right place.
Oh, Royale, maybe you could have taken that on your chest, mate. He's going to have a shot from outside the box, deflected into Vicario's hands. Look, the reality of it is, although every time it happens where you're trying to play out from the back and you pass it straight to them, that's what they're being asked to do, so we just have to live with it. It just goes against everything in my body at the time, but we did all right in the end.
There's been a question of when Solomon back for Spurs from Tottenham News Channel. I think he's back with everyone else, right?
Yeah, I think it's all around a similar time.
Yeah. So I think a lot of our injuries are back in January.
I'd be interested to know what Tottenham News Channel thinks about Solomon in terms of how much game time he'll get, where he'll be able to really help us out. I see him very much as like a cameo off the bench when matches are kind of split after 60 minutes and uses pace maybe.
Because he doesn't, because he's right-footed.
Yeah.
You're looking at Johnson. He doesn't have the same sort of... The way Johnson just goes running down that line, he's not that sort of player, I don't think.
Did you see what happened there? So that was really interesting. We played a mid-range ball, and Brennan Johnson, it goes nowhere near either of them, and he just gets a little elbow on the player, but I think the player's made a bit of a meal of it because he knows he's misread
and he's
the
ducked
ball.
as well.
He's misread the ball, Mikolenko there. But anyway, Big Ange didn't agree with it. But Everton have a free kick on their kind of halfway line. Big Geordie Pickford with his very weird... personality is about to take. I like Pickford, I have to say, but he is a proper throwback to mad keepers with like ticks and stuff.
So with Pickford, I think he's an average Premier League goalkeeper, but a great international goalkeeper.
In which case I completely agree. But he has had to play at an average Premier League team who concedes so many chances.
I get that to a certain extent, right? There's been certain games where he's been brilliant, but if you've watched, there's been certain games that he's made so many mistakes for Everton as well.
Yeah.
And he kind of, when he does make the mistakes in like 6 or 7 games, he'll go and make 6 or 7 8 great saves, where I think for England he's been brilliant.
Yeah, I completely agree, and that's my main argument with him is he's never let England down at all. So
no, never. Like at least Harry Maguire has let England down sometimes.
Well, I can only think where he lost Giroud for that. I'll tell you what, we've just played unbelievable football in our own penalty box to get out, and we're on the break. Deki Kulusevski to Richarlison, out to Sonny now. We have got 6 forward here. 1, 2, 3, 5. Maybe Sonny, has he lost it?
Just late.
Sonny again. He's not quite... Oh, what has Rishi done there? What has Rishi done there?
It's not late.
I think it was unnecessary.
Yeah, Richie's made a late tackle on Tarkowski.
And they're all trying to get him a yellow card here.
Again, if they're asking for a yellow card, they should be booked, as the new rules say. That's what annoyed me about Yates in the last game.
Oh, yeah. So what's Sonny doing here? He's got so many men with him, really. He's just lost control of it. Yeah. Come on, Sonny boy. Yeah. Oh, he leads with his arm a bit there, Richarlison. So it's just a 50 50-50 challenge, but Tarkowski's gets there first. And then Rishi just has his arm out a bit. It's not ideal, but I think he's got away with a booking there. I think he's just trying to like do a classic old forward thing of leave something on him a little bit, tell him he's there. But Tarkowski's a good model pro, like classic old pro, and they're just having a bit of a laugh about it.
Do you think we have a discipline problem?
No, I don't. I think the way that we play
You agree with me.
on the front foot is just that we're being asked to press, gegenpress high, and you're going to be late into challenges. They're still arguing a bit, Richarlison and Tarkowski here, but I think they're old mates. But the ref has decided to stop the game again to kind of have a word with them both. I think, Rishi, just concentrate on your game, mate. You've got your goal. What is that, 4 in 3? Is that right? 4 in 3
4
games?
in 3 games.
All in the Premier League as well. Oh, what's Rishi doing now? Oh, okay.
And all with his feet. Oh, no, the other one was with his head. He did get a head against Forest, didn't he?
Yeah, but yeah. Oh, Rishi. Well done, mate. Well done. Sorry, he was just Richarlison just clearing the free kick from Jordan Pickford there, back on his own kind of defensive line. So Everton back on the ball, getting it out wide to their fullback, and Sonny going across to try and cover. 38 minutes gone, 7 minutes till half-time. Very important 7 minutes or so in this game, I think. It's important that we don't rest on our laurels, and let's not forget, Ange gets very annoyed with any of his teams who are winning and then running into half-time or full-time don't keep up the pressure. So that's what Spurs are doing. Richarlison pressing really well from the front, making it go back to Pickford. Kulusevski up there as well, pressing the man. Good stuff from Spurs. Everton still have the ball, and Branthwaite plays it out. It's got a nice left foot, Branthwaite. And McNeil has seen a good run in there. I'll tell you what, they're in here. Ben Davies has done well there. He's just dived there. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has just dived, trying to win a penalty. It's not. It's come out wide to, I think, is that Jack Harrison?
Yeah.
Emerson Royal fronts him up, and he beats Royal easily. A big, deep cross. He's got a lot on. Is anyone going out with him there? Yeah, that's gone off for a throw-in. Let's have a look at this. Vicario. So it's put in behind us.
What a lovely ball from Dwight McNeil.
Davis gets in a good position, and then Calvert-Lewin dives before Vicario even gets near him, as far as I can tell. What do you think?
Yeah, he dives. He dives after.
What,
The
they
ball's
might
gone.
try and say his back foot has hit Calvert-Lewin here, but the ball is miles away. This would be a terrible overturning, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of VAR. What do you? No, it's gone.
No, he hasn't got the ball under control, so
Yeah.
he kind of. If they brought it back, if it was given, you go, all right, I can understand it, but it was soft.
Yeah,
But but it definitely doesn't have it under control, so can't give it.
I think an important 5 minutes here for Spurs. Let's keep the tempo up and not kind of give Everton a sniff.
Yeah, just every time Dwight McNeil gets on the ball, make sure he doesn't lay it off.
That was impressive defending from Everton. They're in a good position here. Calvert-Lewin on the left byline. Chance.
Oh.
It's going to be a chance here at the back stick.
Onana. Yeah, just no.
Onana was the ball was behind him a bit, so he had to run around it. Tries to have the shot with his laces and fires it well over. But that came from, the reason I said I thought that was good, they knew that Richarlison's touch wouldn't be great from the throw-in. So it's thrown into Richarlison's feet. He takes a very heavy touch, and the Everton player has nipped in ahead of him, and they've made a chance from it. So that's kind of almost like insider knowledge. Spurs have lost the ball again, but it's gone to Emerson Royal. Easy pass, Emo. Oh, Sonny, you're not great at that. He didn't hold it up well now. And Everton have got the ball again. This is a good 5 minutes for Everton here. They've got lots of men forward as well.
Oh,
they're out wide. Big chance for Everton here.
Oh,
chance at the back stick.
Oh, 2 balls on the pitch.
Oh, wow. Well done, the fans. The fans just threw a ball on the pitch or something. That's mad. Be interesting to see a replay of that. Suffice to say, Sean Dyche is absolutely livid. But I'm not sure that stopped Mikolenko from having a terrible shot at the back stick.
No, he was already slipping.
What is the ref going to give here?
He's got to give a free kick,
Is he
right?
giving a drop ball in the box? That's not right. Oh, yeah, the ball's been on the pitch the whole time, though.
Here we go.
The ball's on the pitch the whole time. Yeah, that will have actually put him off at the back stick.
Yeah,
but that's the ref's fault for not seeing the ball on the pitch. There are 4 refs mic'd up. The ball's been on the pitch for like 15 seconds. Well, we got away with it because now we have the ball somehow, so that's good. Mad bit of football there. Do you remember the beach ball goal?
Mate.
Liverpool against Sunderland?
If you listen to Talk Sport every bloody day, it gets spoken about by Benny.
Yeah. Spurs again have lost the ball and given it straight back to Everton. We're really letting them in here a little bit, and they've got a chance. Edge of the box. Good save. Vicario. Really good save.
Garner there. I think he should have done more there, but great save from Vicario.
We've got to... Oh, no, he's going backwards again. Oh, my God. Oh, well done, Pedro. Oh, my
no,
God. And we've done exactly the same again. Given the ball away 4 times in a row here.
It's mistakes.
It is, but it's rushing it a bit. They've got to find a middle ground in these last couple of minutes of the half because it's sucking Everton forward. That Everton are getting more confidence, more belief. You can kind of almost see them with it. Everton just playing it around midfield now. They've got it out wide again. Another cross is about to come in
Get
from
him
Dwight
out.
McNeil.
Get out. That's it.
Okay, there's a chance at the back stick here, though. Jack Harrison, Royale. Okay, another cross coming in. Okay, composure from Sarr,
yeah,
just
finally.
waxes it clear. And Rishi is going to chase it down with Branthwaite, who's a big old boy, old Branthwaite, isn't he? Very tall. Okay, 3 minutes to half time. It's about finding that middle ground. Yes, they should be composed on the ball and they should try and play it out, but, you know, also do it well. Simple as that. Simple as that, boys. Simple as that.
Simple as that, Barnaby.
It's a bit heart and mouth. It's a bit heart and mouth. Let's have a look at this latest chance. So it's, yeah, little. Oh dear, that was Deki Kulusevski with a heavy touch on his own 18-yard line, gives them a chance, and Vicario gets down to his left to make a smart save and holds on.
So that's two chances now that Everton have had that probably should have done a lot better with.
Yeah.
Sarr's control there is just.
It was actually a lovely ball from Romero through to Sarr, who was in about 20 yards of space in like the 10 roll, and he couldn't get the ball down, unfortunately. We would have been in with a good chance now. Everton have it on their right flank with the right back, who plays an intriguing ball. And
But Sarr just about doesn't get to the end of it. McNeil plays it out right to Patterson. Into Andre Gomez, who plays a lovely short ball to Harrison. It's on the edge of Spurs' box. Gomez shoots, hits Skip, and then I think that's Mikalenko. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, Everton have been probably the last 5-10 minutes have probably been the better side. Probably deserve a goal too, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely going into half-time, Sean Dyche will be saying, look at how that last 10 minutes went. If you get the next goal, this will be a tough one for Spurs. So let's just hope we can keep it to half-time, and then Ange can give them a bit of a rollicking. I reckon he might as well. He might. Do you know what I would say it probably is, and this is why maybe he won't give them a rollicking, is it's just the lack of rhythm from players who haven't played with each other. That lack of destiny on the left, kind of playing in that central midfield inverted role.
Yep.
And Skip just, he's done all right, Skippy, I'd say, but there's just a lack of rhythm on the ball that whereas it's been a lot better usually. And obviously, every time we go forward, we look really dangerous as well. So.
Yeah, we seem to be outnumbering them when we are going forward. We always seem to have about 5 of them.
Yeah. So Everton just playing it across their back line now. Brennan Johnson with a good interception. And he's just played it out of play, unfortunately.
Everyone's first touch today has been a bit ropey from us.
It's a bit ropey, yeah. Brennan Johnson, yeah, he's got a big black headband on covering that scar of his. Richarlison pressing Branthwaite now. Well, make him go long, and he has done. And where's that going to end up? Yeah, back with Vicario. Get rid of it, Vic. Good ball out to Porro. Nice stuff. Lovely stuff. Now, Skippy, how's your touch? Done well.
Oh, and Onana is that? Yeah, brings him down.
I think later in the game that's a booking, but he's going to get away with that, I would have thought. 5 added minutes. I guess there was injury and a couple of goals, but 5 seems a lot. Skippy he gets a touch and then throws his arms up.
They knew we lost our feed, that's why. So they're giving us our 5 minutes back.
Well, yeah, it's a good point. So, an extra 4.5 minutes from now, Spurs I think could just do with keeping the ball a little bit. Lovely ball, good touch from Richarlison.
Oh, what a ball!
Deki, if Deki had a yard more pace, he'd have been in there.
Yeah.
But it was lovely stuff and decent defending in the end. It was good from Richarlison in there, wasn't it?
Brilliant, great first touch, flicks it over the defender's head, and
well done, Pedro Porro, win the ball back. Nice ball.
Just behind him.
Perfect. Behind Deki Kulusevski in the 10. Skippy's got himself back in a good position there.
Just hold him up, Skip. Don't need to do nothing stupid.
And Calvert-Lewin's going to be in on. Oh, they're in at the back stick. He's in, 1-on-1. Don't pull him back. They've done well. And
what a
Vicario makes
save.
Another great save, and it's a goal kick.
Do you know what? It's when Jack Harrison's running at 2 defenders, it's probably the last 2 defenders any Spurs fan wants him running at, and that's Royale and Ben Davis. Yeah.
There will have been a temptation there from Royale to pull him back. I'm glad he didn't. Yeah, he was onside, definitely onside. And what Royale and Davis did well was just get back in position and make him take the shot, and then Vicario gets down well.
Because if Vicario then doesn't have to, he knows there's only one spot he can put that ball in, so Vicario can have it covered. Actually, from all 3 of them, you have to give him credit in the end.
Really good stuff. Oh, and now we're playing silly buggers in our own box again. But it's all right. Romero's got the ball. What's he going to see? Yeah, he's gone a bit longer with it, which is probably wise. Can you win that header? No, unlucky. Everton have done well in terms of pressing us up. It'll be interesting to see whether they've got the kind of legs to keep that going for the full 90.
It could be one of them games where the first 15 minutes have killed them off.
Let's hope so.
So,
But let's
yeah.
also hope you haven't jinxed that. That was a great ball, by the way, for that chance from Andre Gomez across.
So here we go.
Oh, they're in again on the right. Royale was a little stuck under his feet there.
I tell you
Pedro
what,
Porro, well done.
Everton won't want half time, will they?
No, definitely not. Oh, Decky's lost the ball again in a dangerous area. And Dwight McNeil is going to have a chance at a shot here, I think.
He's going for the Ricky Villa there.
Yeah, he nearly ran through all of us, but in the end we did well. And Richarlison working back there, but he's
Oh.
giving the ball away. What are you doing? Rishi,
Oh,
well done,
Royale.
Emerson Royale. Rishi did the hard work, came all the way back to defend, won the ball, and then just passed it straight to Everton. But good covering from his mate, Emerson Royale.
That was brilliant defending from the boys there for
Yeah.
the McNeil chance.
So another corner. We're at 48 minutes now, and they're going to whip it in. In swinger, I think. Dodgy 10 minutes for Spurs.
McNeil with a corner here on the right-hand
the
side
courage to be
in
strong
front of the
here.
Everton fans.
It's like Branthwaite is on the keeper. It's a loopy one.
Loopy.
Well, someone's got to get up with him.
But
Okay,
it's
it's gone
one-
all the way out.
Yeah, it's one of them if they haven't practiced that one.
Okay, just a couple of minutes left of this half now. Oh, come on. It's just, yeah, I mean, you've got to let go of him, to be honest, Decky, there. There's a bit of a... So Kulusevski had his shirt a bit there. They're showing the replays. I mean, they'd have to give 20 penalties a game if they give that. My personal opinion, though, in terms of the actual game of football, they should give those penalties, and it'll stop.
Yeah, of course.
It will stop. They just need to... Like, there's no reason why a push... You know how often... You'll notice this. How often someone stands in front of the keeper, and the keeper just pushes them over. Like, they're pushing them, right? The moment any ref just says that's a penalty, that will all stop. Everything will stop. And what I don't really understand, I have to say, why refs are like, oh, it's okay, it's fine. Because it shouldn't be. It should be the same as any other place. A foul is a foul is a foul.
Well, it's quite weird you say that because Vicario does it there and
Yeah,
then.
yeah. I'm not
As well.
saying it because it's a Spurs, you know,
Yeah.
because it would help Spurs any more than anyone else. Just because it would, you know, it would stop it from happening. Romero has just done a back heel. Oh my, what was that pass there from Pedro Porro? We've got ourselves in trouble again. Romero did something lovely, and then we've just passed it straight to Everton again. Okay, we got it back with Pap Sarr, and that's a foul.
I
And
feel
ref
like the
hasn't given it.
substitution of Andre Gomez has actually benefited
Oh,
Everton.
it's really helped them, yeah.
Yeah.
They're in again. They're in again. Lovely from Ben Davis, and it gets to Vicario. Well, I can tell you for sure, there's 40 seconds left. Vic is telling us to calm down. I think Big Ange will go a little nuts, actually, in how we've allowed Everton to get their way back into this game. He looks like the Godfather on the bench. They've just shown a clip of him in his big jacket. He looks like he's going to rip someone's throat out.
Or it looks like Santa Claus about to tell who's on that naughty list.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Anyway, 20 seconds left. Giving the ball away again, which is my pet hate when highlights or any other shot, we've lost the ball by the time it comes back. They're showing Maddison, Bentancur and Solomon on the sidelines, all looking very invested in this game. Everton have a throw on the left. There's only 3 seconds left, ref. Just call it up. Just call it, ref. Oh, my God. Everton are going to make one more chance here, I think. They've got it on the right-hand side. They're going to get a deep cross in. Well done, Pedro Porro.
Porro.
Ref, that'll do it. That's half-time. Okay, 2-0. Bit backs to the wall in that final 15 minutes of that game.
Change to the dodgy stick, but you think we should trust it?
Sorry, trust it probably at the moment. It's been
Yeah.
all right for the last kind of 15.
Yeah, it's been all right for last.
Yeah, so obviously great first 15 minutes in terms of the goals, 15, 20 minutes. Last 15 minutes, not so good. What are the guys saying on the comments?
A lot of, saying we survived it a lot. It's been, we've been getting lucky.
Should say Everton are the form team in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So it was never going to be a walkover. And as I said, like this next goal will be absolutely huge. But obviously, you'd rather be in our position than theirs. We've taken our chances. It's been bitty. We've got lots of injuries. It's always going to be like that.
A lot of negative comments are coming for Skip, saying because he's not holding the midfield, that's why Everton
Right.
have been in there. I don't necessarily agree, but I think Andre Gomez, because he's in there now, they've got a ball player, someone who likes to be on the ball. And because they're now playing as a three now, you got the three up front, and then you got Andre Gomez probably sitting behind.
Yeah.
It just Everton look better on the ball, and when you're a team in form, this is what's going to happen. But yeah, it's I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't know what we can change because if Højbjerg comes on, I don't think it changes.
Yeah, no, that's a good point, actually. I don't think he's likely to. They're just going through the other scores. I saw Luton are winning at home to Newcastle, which is interesting, especially with Man United having already lost today. And obviously, I'll tell you what, I'm going to shock you here. I had a huge feeling that Sheffield United would get a result at Villa last night because I thought Villa have won all these games where they're not expected to win. And then the one where they have the real chance to put the pedal to the metal and go top of the league, Suddenly not so easy.
Well, it was when someone said Sheffield United haven't won an away game all season. They've lost every single one. You kind of knew it was written in the football gods and the stars that they were going to probably drop points yesterday. And even then, they should have probably lost yesterday.
Yeah, and but I guess Villa fans, you know, if you look at the positives, it'll be like they scored that equaliser in the last minute.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, so in terms of Spurs, I mean, I just think these are, let's not forget, it's easy for people like me to forget, that Forest game, it was a great win, but it was a scrap.
Yep.
And it's going to be scrappy at the moment because we do not have our first 11 or anywhere near our first 11.
And I think you made a great point earlier where with Skipper being in there, with Royale being in there, we're not going to be fluid.
Yeah.
Things are going to, the fact that we're 2-0 up and we've actually finished our chances today is a complete contrast to what's been happening. So you just have to take it. And the fact we're still in this with a clean sheet, it's not great, but we haven't conceded, and that's important now.
Just think how good we're going to be when we have like Maddison and Bentancur back, when those balls that come into that central midfield will be like one touched around the corner and taken on the half turn. That's where it's lacking a little bit at the moment. When it comes into Royale's feet, and I'm not slagging off Emerson Royale, he's done well, but when it comes into his feet in that inverted position, it's obviously going back where it came from all the time. Whereas, you know, Destiny Udogie is always on the half turn, flicking it round his corner and bringing the other around the corner. But the thing that is working well is when we get it into kind of Sarr, who's picking up some good pockets, then it gets out to Brennan Johnson and Kulusevski, and we're making really good chances.
And that's the bit that we've had, apart from Kulusevski obviously playing in the middle, but Sarr, Porro, and Johnson have been playing together now for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and you can tell they're starting to bring up a connection, and it's working. And with Kulu now being in that middle, so that's why that bit's working. Yes, the other side's not going to work as great, and you got to remember Skip's in there as well, where, you know, Basuma probably is more fit into what those lot need. Yeah. It's going to happen. You know, I reckon Skip could come out in the second half and have a great half. Yeah,
I think he's looked all right. I think it's very easy for Spurs fans to get on his back. I think he's too much, too easy to blame him.
I don't even think there's a scapegoat in this game today. No one has been that bad.
No.
It's been a case of Everton are the informed team. They're gonna, once they started to get their noses in front and got a bit more confidence, and it has been since the sub.
Yeah.
This was always going to happen.
Yeah.
So, you know, the fact we're 2-0 up and it's not, you know, we're not conceding. There's been 2 clear-cut chances. Vicario saved them both. We just need to calm down a little bit. And I think that's all it is. Ange will say, calm down. Let's get back to the first 20 minutes and how we were putting balls together and like that. Because at the moment, it's... Yeah. We just need to not give Everton any confidence.
I agree. Hopefully we can just get another kind of chance down the sides.
Yeah.
Get a cross in, get Rishi on the end of another one as well.
Yeah, because we stopped doing that in the last 15 minutes, where that seems to be where we're getting the most joy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, getting Johnson and Son on the ball a little bit more. Because I don't think I've seen Son in the last 15 minutes.
No, he hasn't really been on it. So, they just showed Nuno Espirito Santo has just started as Nottingham Forest manager. Obviously, an ex-Tottenham Hotspur manager for all of 17 games. How do you think he'll do for Forest? For me, that is... if I was a Forest fan, I would be like, is that really a huge upgrade on Steve Cooper? I don't think so. I think Cooper had obviously really pissed off the chairman because he's been trying to sack him for ages. Have they sent Bowley off for that?
Yeah.
That's never, ever a red card, ever. Oh, my God, the game's gone.
No, that's a yellow. Should be a yellow. And even then, he's...
Has he actually sent him off?
Yeah, he sent him off. He's followed through.
But it's not even his ankle, it's his foot.
Yeah. Oh, that's a weird one.
So for any of you who haven't seen this, so they're just showing a clip from the Forest-Bournemouth game. Willy Bowley has slid tackled, got all of the ball, and then the foot that's got the ball has then followed through onto the boot of the opposition player, and he sent him off. I can't believe that.
The worst thing is, right, you can...
Oh, it's a second yellow.
Second yellow, okay.
But I don't think that's a yellow even.
He's followed through. I think it's the follow-through. The follow-through seems to be the one he's got... it's difficult.
Game has gone. The game has officially gone. Unbelievable scenes. We mentioned a little bit earlier about the potential incomings transfer-wise. How much money do you think there is to spend? I think we may have talked about this a little bit in a previous one where I said, have we spent the Harry Kane money? And you said we have.
Well, according to Spurs, we have, yeah.
I think we have.
There's money.
Do you think there's a pot there, or do you think it's more like, yes, there's some for a defender because we sold Sanchez, got a bit of money in for him after the window had shut in England.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's if an opportunity arises that they think is too good to turn down, they might do like a kind of loan with the payment being in the summer, which we've done a few times in the last couple of years.
Yeah, Fabio's speciality.
Well, one of his many specialities.
No, look, I think there's money for a defender. Lloyd Kelly was obviously rumoured on the last day, and that was, I think it was about 40 odd million. So obviously there is a 40 odd 50 million pounds to spend, and just come out and said he wants a defender. So that's where I think that's where the bulk of it will go.
Yeah.
But I do agree, if there's an opportunity for a striker, if there is one out there, I think that's how they're going to do it.
Tosin is another. So the rumours this week, again, Tosin doesn't go away, and that makes sense because obviously he's only got 6 months left on his contract. Lloyd Kelly, I think, only has 18 months on his contract.
Yep.
And then Tadiba, who's the Nice guy, I've been reading that they only rate him at about, not rate him, but they only value him at about like 35 million pounds, which seems low for everything I've seen of him, considering we paid like 40, 45 for Mickey van der Ven. So that's where I would be going at the moment. But also we were linked with Radu Dragusin, I think his name
yes,
is, from
I heard
Genoa,
that. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, so I've not seen much of him, but it'll be interesting to see where they go, because I thought they'd go try and stick with homegrown.
Yeah.
And Tosin probably fits the bill.
I like the look of Tosin. I watched him in the week. He's
It's-
big. He's big. Man City Academy.
Yeah.
But do you ask yourself, how has he got to 25, 26 and kind of not pushed on more? He hasn't played hundreds of games, has he?
No, so me and Ash, funny enough, did we looked at him in the summer, and it's very odd that no one, when Fulham started going through their bad run last season, it was because Tosin was injured.
Right.
And no one picked up on it, and we were like, that's weird. And when he came back, Fulham started to pick up, but he's not really been playing this season.
Yeah, is that because he's asked to move that he hasn't been playing?
Yeah,
Right.
because I think he wanted to go Monaco.
Yeah.
And that deal fell through. And apparently he doesn't want to come to Spurs. I don't know if he has seen what football we're playing. He might change his mind.
Yeah.
But from the sounds of it, he doesn't want to stay in England. And I think that's why he's looking for a move abroad. But he'd be brilliant for Spurs right now.
That scans with obviously running down his contract because he knows he can get a big signing on fee, and from January the 1st, talk to any foreign club for a pre-contract.
Yeah, so it's probably that Monaco have gone to him last summer, wait a season, and we'll come back for you.
They're just showing the highlights. They showed Brennan Johnson's miss, which of course, I don't know if you were watching with us earlier, we had actually missed because of the buffering, but he should be scoring that, to be fair. It's 7 yards out. He just gets under it a little bit, but he should be getting that on target. And then they're showing a few of Everton's chances, which are, a couple of half-decent saves that you'd expect Vicario to make. And then they're trying to write a script, being sports here, by showing a shirt hold from a corner. Richard Keys probably getting all muggy about it, I would have thought, undoubtedly. What do you make of Richard Keys' the celebration police stuff, where he hates Arsenal for over-celebrating, and he thinks Mikel Arteta separately should stay in his box on the sideline the whole time?
Arsenal celebrating, let them celebrate. Mikel Arteta, I can't stand him.
He's a weird bloke, Arteta.
Yeah, I can't.
Very weird.
I don't know why. Since he's become a manager, I just don't like him. There's something about his personality and everything. The way he comes across. He's got a very arrogant way about him, and you're like, you haven't done nothing in the game to be arrogant.
I think Arsenal have and it may even be conscious, have kind of developed this siege mentality, which everyone's against us, which is a real Liverpool kind of thing that they've had for years. And Arsenal, it wouldn't surprise me at all if Edu, who's their sporting director, has come in with Arteta and said, what we need to do is, for the extra kind of winning mentality, we need to act like, even if it's not true, everybody hates us and whatever. It's Andros Townsend who's scored in the game against Newcastle for Luton, by the way.
For everyone against Arsenal, I blame social media more than anything.
Yeah.
And I think it's their own fans that have caused everyone to be against them.
That's probably true, actually. They've had so many years of hating their own team, but now they love them. They need to blame someone and hate someone. So
it was them before, now it's like the rest of us.
Should say that was really nice. When Townsend scored, he got a shirt from out the crowd with Tom Lockyer's name on it and held that up, which is a really nice touch. That was desperately frightening, wasn't it, last week when Tom Lockyer went down?
What, right? And I questioned when he was playing in the Premier League, and when he obviously started playing this season, I was questioning it because nothing was really said. And I remember watching the playoff final with Luton, and I was like, he can't get back. How's he going to come back from this? And then literally the first game of the season, he's playing. So I was a bit confused.
Yeah.
Because like with those, they take time and.
Well, the big surprise for me was like the players who have come back from those, Daley Blind and Christian Eriksen, obviously, have had those kind of defibs fit inside them, but Tom Lockyer hadn't. And the thing now, obviously, I don't know anything about medical stuff,
of course.
So I'm mostly probably talking out my arse. So I apologise in advance. But you know, it made me think a little bit like it must have been quite hard for him to get insured for one.
Yeah.
And yeah, at some point he must have had conversations with medical people like, what are the chances of it happening again? You know, what risks do I have to take? And he obviously chose, or it seems to me must have chosen that it was a risk worth taking. And now he has had a defib fitted, I saw, or whatever that is, a pacemaker.
But yeah, I just couldn't. Yeah, that's what the bit that kind of got to me because it's like anyone it's happened to before, you just expect nowadays, especially where football is, especially the Premier League, right? They obviously saw what happened in the summer, and I thought they had protocols on this. So I'm so surprised about the whole situation. But yeah, glad to hear he's recovering.
Yeah, me too.
It was brilliant news. Because to be fair to him, though, he's been brilliant this season for them.
Yeah, he's a proper old school player. I really like him. Should say I find interesting about that is the whole that the Italian Football Federation have a totally separate rule, which is if you have one of those fitted, you can't play.
That's why Eriksen had to leave.
Eriksen back to English football. Okay, so we're just on the last advert break before the second half. I don't expect there to be any changes for Spurs realistically. What will Ange have said to them?
Calm.
Calma.
Yeah, just keep it calm. What you're doing because you're making mistakes when you're trying to rush it a little bit, and it is coming from Porro, and that's because they're going to be more on the ball than what Royale is anyway. But yeah, just calm it, cut out the mistakes, and we'll be fine.
I wonder whether, because I can't remember which game it was, but I feel like this did happen a bit earlier in the season where we suddenly made a bit of a change and went a tiny bit more direct, which was kind of more mid-range balls. I wonder if, because it seems to me, let me know if you think I'm wrong, but it seems to me like Everton are not pressing when Vicario's got the ball, really.
No.
He's letting him play it out, and then it's when it gets into the kind of central midfield role where they're really pressing quite hard. I wonder if they might say, you know, you push up a bit further, or a bit wider, or Johnson, get it kind of a mid-range ball, drop into his feet, and then try and play off there. It's not really in keeping with Ange's philosophy, but I have seen us go a little more direct, a tad more direct, at least once this season.
I think we need to. I think you're right, and I think we need to get the balls over the top to Son and Johnson. They're the key to this whole thing, and especially Johnson, because Mykolenko defensively is not great, right? And he's the one we can. And as you saw for the first goal, he can get caught.
Yeah.
So yeah. Look at that side and just keep saying get the ball over the top. No matter how many times you do it, just keep doing it. And I reckon we'll get more joy out of that side.
Yeah, and then the other key I think will be, you know, how long can Everton keep this press up if it remains at 2-0 and will they drop off? Obviously, they've got 4 more substitutions to make as well, potentially, so they'll be able to change it up if needed. The players are now coming out for the second half. As I said, doesn't look like there are going to be any changes. Kulusevski hasn't had a lot of time on the ball.
Oh, Eric Dyer.
The lesser spotted Eric Dyer coming onto the pitch. Now, who is this going to be for? Please tell me it's not Romero.
I've got a feeling it's Romero.
Oh my God, Romero did obviously go down in the first half. I haven't seen him on the pitch.
So Royale's out, so we know it ain't Royale. Porro's out.
Well, I've got to say, I would be very nervous if I was Eric Dyer right now because he knows that people are basically waiting to blame him for anything that goes wrong in this game from here. It is indeed Christian Romero who has gone off. Blimey.
Oh,
okay.
Here we go.
This is his first appearance of the season, isn't it?
Second.
When did he play?
Wolves.
Did he? Oh, that's right.
He started Wolves and he's never been back since.
Oh, that's right.
Oh no.
That's right.
Okay, so that changes the outcome for the second half.
Well, hopefully it doesn't change the outcome, but it certainly changes my stress levels.
Here we go. Do you know what? Look.
Us as well. Chelsea, didn't he?
Did they?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Yeah. He did. He played against Chelsea as well. He came on, didn't he?
I've totally blocked him out. But I actually, like I said earlier, I don't hate Eric Dyer like a lot of people do, but this will be interesting. So Romero, like I said, he kind of went down after 10, 15 minutes. Is it an injury? It's way too early for him to take him off for any other reason, that's for sure.
This is going to be
a worry going
This is going to be interesting.
I think.
Thank God we're 2-0 up. That's how I'm looking at it.
Well, let's try.
Because I'm looking. This is Wolves all over again.
Yeah.
Same defence.
Yeah, we've given the ball away there. Decky kind of looked.
He's got to go direct.
They're in. Good block
by
at the
Ben
front stick.
Davis.
Decky was a bit lackadaisical there. He's done well there, though.
Right. Ball's not out. It's fully. Was it fully out? Oh. Yeah, after giving the ball away, Decky decides to run instead. Ah.
Okay. Interesting.
It's going to be very interesting.
What we're really going to miss, I think, is Romero's ability on the ball to play those balls in between the lines into that midfield. We're actually all over the pitch now. We're really lacking creative ball players. The only real player who is really comfortable on the ball creatively is Kulusevski.
Yep. Yeah, no, you're right.
And that has been something that we've been suffering from quite a lot from these injuries and suspensions all season.
Ooh.
Burnley have gone 1-0 up at
What a
Craven
goal.
Cottage. Lovely goal.
What a goal. They probably deserve that, to be fair to them.
So Spurs have a free kick and Vicario going quite direct with it straight away, going long up to Richarlison, who it's easily beaten in the air by Tarkowski. Pat Matsar wins a nice header then in midfield, and it's a bit scrappy up in the air, which is where Sean Dyche teams like it. Sonny gets his body in a good position there. He's got to give it.
3 men round him.
He's done well there, Sonny.
Yeah, he has done very well.
Oof, okay, good.
Skip plays it to Dyer.
Dyer gets it. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, he got it out to Johnson quite well. And actually, Pedro
That's
Porro is
horrible.
now in. And Sonny coming in deep. He's got the cross in early there. Richarlison didn't try and get across his
Terrible.
man, and it's cleared easily. But Brennan Johnson now takes it to... Yeah,
Just run at him, Johnson, because it's Mikalenko. Oh, that's not a great ball. He's just dinked it in there.
Oh, well done. Don't shoot, Royal. Well done. He gives it to Kulusevski, who gives it out to Son. Decky makes a run outside him. He gets the ball. He's at the byline, but he cuts it, brings it back now on his right foot and passes it straight to the Everton player.
Do you know what? I know I was saying earlier about Decky and Son. Son's now running the players, but they don't have a great rapport, do they, Decky and Son?
I'll be honest, it's not something I've really noticed. Tell me more. Tell me
So
more.
I've always I've noticed it a lot even when someone's playing up front, Decky and Son, there'd be some sort of miscommunication between the both of them. They'd misplace passes when they're playing into each other, and I noticed it only more this season when obviously Son went up top. Usually, because they were both out wide, but even when they both put crosses in, the other one won't be making that far post run either.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
I was just worried for a second there because Kulusevski went down kind of a second after the ball had gone, but I think he's all right. He's back to his feet now. Old Zorro. Okay. In the most classic Spurs Twitter moment of all time, Emerson Royal just took a throw, kind of threw it straight to Oliver Skip's kind of hip height. Oliver Skip just passed it straight off the pitch.
And if you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Yeah.
Kind of moment.
But we've got it back. Sonny using his body well, and he's lost the ball, but we've won it back through Skip. It's very congested in central midfield, and Royal gets it back to Vicario. And we start again, giving it out to Ben
Someone has
Davies.
said put Højbjerg at centre-back.
Nottingham Forest have taken the lead against Bournemouth. Eric Dyer.
and 10 men as well.
Eric Dyer finds a decent ball out to Brennan Johnson. Cuts back and gives it back to Sarr, to Skip, back to Sarr and back into midfield. And that's where they press. Do you see what I mean? As soon as it hits the halfway line, that's where they want to that's where Everton really press us. And that's got us going backwards to Vicario now. Dyer to Vicario. And then they're not that bothered about pressing us hard here. Vicario into Royal, who gets it out to Ben Davis. And he plays it down the line to Sonny, who gives it back to Royal. It's nice stuff here. Richarlison on the half turn. Can he find it? Good.
Brilliant.
Good break from Rishi,
Richarlison.
who gives it to Sonny. This is lovely stuff from Spurs, all the way through the pitch. Bad ball from Son, though. Cut out by Mikalenko. That was beautiful football through the lines from Spurs.
It reminded me a bit of the ladies' goal last week against the Gooners. What a goal that was, by the way.
Beautiful.
If you've not seen it.
I have seen it. It was beautiful. And that was a lovely, I should say, burst of pace in midfield from Richarlison to get away from a couple of players. And Everton... Oh, Skip has just dived in there a little bit. Yeah, I think he could have just jockeyed him a bit there. A bit of over-enthusiasm from Ollie Skip there.
Skip knows he ain't going to be the scapegoat this half. That's why now he's back. He's like, yep, Dyer's on.
Everton have seen a ball through there. Vicario's seen it early and just plays it easily to Royal, who is...
Going to get tackled.
Yeah, what are you doing, Royal? They're in. Calvert-Lewin.
Good goal. 2-1.
What is Royal doing?
Royal messes up there. Emerson. Easily taken off the ball by Gomez. Here we go. Here we go.
2-1
This is
Everton.
not what we needed.
They're never going to get that overturned.
No.
They're asking for a VAR foul to be overturned on Royal. He felt the man in his back, but I don't think you're ever going to get that because he's put his foot on the ball and is trying to be clever.
Yep.
Referees will often not give a foul against you if you lose the ball doing that because it's like overconfidence. That's never ever foul.
No.
He's not going to get that overturned. It's Andre Gomez who tackles him. Sometimes just get rid there, turn away and get rid. Okay.
It's not the clean. Look, it's not the cleanest of tackles,
No,
right?
it's not.
But yeah,
And that's the difference between a top-level striker and a not top-level striker. Calvert-Lewin, one chance, goes across the keeper, bottom left. Now they've slowed it down now, though. It's interesting with the VAR that they've slowed it down. It looks worse. But
has he gone to the screen?
yes, he's
They've
gone
sent
to
him-
the
they've-
screen.
they've sent him to the screen.
If we get away with this, it's because he's kneed the back of his
His
knee.
leg, yeah.
And slowed down, it looks really bad. But in real time, it just looks like Emerson's being like too cocky on the ball.
Yeah,
You think that's a foul?
It is a foul because you can't do it. Like if someone comes in, if I come into the back of your knee and you're standing, there's nothing you can do.
I completely agree,
Yeah.
but I just say the fact that he's rolled his foot on the ball makes it almost like you're asking for it, mate.
Yeah.
Let's see what the ref does then. They very rarely go against what they're being told to do going to the screen, but he's now asking for it a lot in kind of full time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Whistle. He's changed his mind.
No, I get it, but as punishment, it should have probably gone against us.
I'm going to shock you all here. Sean Dyche is going mental to the fourth official, and I understand it because he's like, game's gone. Are you serious? He's got his foot on the ball. He's taking the piss, but we've got away with one there. He's literally done the game's gone gesticulation. I agree with you though, because actually he's kneed the kind of back of his knee, and it collapses your body.
So if it was a case of he was behind him and he, you know where
It felt at the time like he was almost jockeying.
And he loses the ball, but actually he does catch his knee.
Sean Dyche is now laughing about it. Let's not allow them to have the motivation of this winding them up now to wind us up. And also, Emerson, learn from your mistake and just turn away.
So yeah, he does take his left. He does take his left leg. It's his standing leg, and there's no way. It's not like he could have done anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, we've got away. I agree with you, but I still think we've definitely got away with one. But there you go. So Dyer on the ball out to Brennan Johnson, who's a bit on his own, but he turns well, wins a throw in up around the halfway. 52 minutes gone.
Very, very lucky there. I
Very
think.
lucky indeed. Very, very lucky indeed. It was the fact that they slowed it down that really saved us, basically. Bournemouth are going to equalise.
That's Solanke.
Lovely goal.
He's been on fire this season, hasn't he, Solanke?
We can't allow Calvert-Lewin to get in those positions because he's a dangerous finisher, Calvert-Lewin. When he's on the pitch, he's a very dangerous finisher. Hello? Oh, Everton just got away with one there. You're right about Gomez. He's taking up some big positions.
So have you noticed he's actually playing behind the two Calvert-Lewin?
Right.
So I think Garner's gone back and he's playing with Onana.
So are you willing to go back on what you said and agree with me that he is a creative attacking player?
Oh, yeah, kind of. I get what you mean, but I think because he's so good on the ball and his passing ability, actually away from home, it's perfect position for him.
Should say worryingly, they just showed a clip of
Richarlison.
They've just showed a clip of Romero with ice on his hamstring. Really hoping beyond hope that it's just like he's felt it.
Yeah.
And they're not going to take any chances. One of the many things I love about Gange is he doesn't take any chances with his stuff. So I'm hoping it's that. What I'm hoping it's not is that he's pulled it and then insisted on playing on for the rest of the first half, which
he's lost too many players to risk in it.
Yeah,
and I
completely.
think now it's a case of this is what I've got. Let me spend it in January, basically.
No.
Dyer gives the ball away, trying to give it to Skip.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I feel for him. And now he's caught out of position out wide, and they're free in the middle. Well done, Emerson Royale, covering there. Careful, Decky. Careful. Oh, leash. Okay, Sonny now has the ball on the left. Emerson Royale has made a mad run. He's got the ball, actually. Now what are you going to do, boy? Pretend to be fouled, I think, is the answer.
Now, if he was fouled like that, then I'd go no.
He says it really hurts. Oh, and he's now called for the yellow card. Are you going to get booked yourself for calling for the yellow card, Rob?
No.
Okay. The Spurs players obviously don't believe he's injured because they've taken the free kick while he's still on the ground. Well done, Decky.
Come on.
Lovely to see someone take it on the half turn, first time this half, and he plays it out to Brennan Johnson, who can run at his fullback. Oh no, Porro with a shot.
Go on, Johnson.
Comes back to Johnson. Oh, chance here for Sarr.
Ooh.
Oh, and Geordie Pickford, it bounces off him. He's made a few mistakes against Spurs down the years, Geordie. Good shot from Sarr. Usually blazes them over the bar, actually.
Premier League goalkeeper. Makes mistakes.
Heavy touch from Brennan Johnson, and we've lost the ball.
That's it.
Well
Shut
done,
Gomez down.
Well done. Better. Okay, Skippy, do it easy. Well done. Emerson, nice. Okay, just a bit of tempo there with our passing, and a good turn from Pap Sarr. They're pressing us in. All right, well, that's just totally unnecessary. Okay, well, he's been fouled, but the ref's letting it play
Someone
on.
has put here, Dyer to Wrexham, please. I don't think even Wrexham want him.
Hold on, he just made a bad pass, that's all. Let's chill out, guys, chill out. Well done, Pap Sarr.
I haven't got...
No. Pap Sarr has gone down.
Sarr,
And he's
please,
grabbed his
no.
knee, and that could be bad because that was just an innocuous challenge. It feels to me like he felt something there. And Everton are in, and they've got 2 men in the box. Good block from Pedro Porro. Kick the ball out.
This feels like Chelsea all over again with injuries.
Oh, my God, Richarlison. They're touched today. And Pap Sarr is writhing in agony on the halfway line.
God.
I'm really worried about that because that's just his knee in an innocuous stretch challenge. That could be his meniscus or maybe even like an ACL or something. I'm talking about the worst possibles here, but it's innocuous. Oh, okay,
Ooh.
okay, good. That's actually good
Studs
news.
on the back of his knee.
It studs on the back of his knee, which is better than a proper ACL or something really bad. Okay,
Ooh, does he mean that?
I know it sounds weird for me to say that's good news. It's just been stamped on his knee, but that is way better than it being a.
I think he means that, though.
Well, if they slow that down, he'll get sent off.
Because he jumps, and then all of a sudden he puts one foot down.
You don't often get those.
No.
It's whether he looks at it or not. If he looks at it, that could be interesting. 56 minutes gone. Pap Sarr, I'm pleased to say, is back up on his feet. They're showing a replay of the disallowed goal, which, yeah, I mean, listen.
It's a foul.
Like I've
It's
always
a foul,
said,
Barnaby.
like I've always said, I've got lots of Everton friends and family, and I imagine I've already got a lot of WhatsApps, to be quite frank. Okay, they've played it direct there, and a good win from Ben Davis. Skippy, you've got loads of time. Loads of time. Do it nice and easy.
See,
Oh, and
Johnson.
he's found Johnson with a
Told
good
you,
ball.
they've got to get Johnson, because that's where we're going to get.
Yeah. He's just turned Miklenko. Porro on the ball now. He's going to have a shot with his left, isn't he? That's terrible.
Porro.
That's gone off for a throw in. Porro's just taken a shot, and I think it might have hit his standing foot.
I need Porro to score so we can get dancing in his pants again.
So beIN Sports have got they've got the screen full of the lino as if maybe he should have seen what happened to Pat Matasar better, but I don't know. It seemed to me like a bit of a tackle-y. It didn't.
I
seem
forgot
on
Lo
purpose.
Celso's on the bench. This game probably needs him.
I'd love Gio to come on.
Yeah.
Who are you bringing him on for?
Oh, now you're asking a question.
You could push Decky. Could push Decky out wide. Maybe Johnson is realistic in terms of hierarchy and stuff.
But no, I think we need Johnson for pace on that left.
Yeah.
On
No,
the right.
I'm not saying like Johnson's played badly or anything. I just think realistically, he's not going to bring him on as a 6, is he?
No, I don't know.
And you're keeping Sarr on, and then Decky's the only creative. I don't want him to take Decky off, so yeah, you'd have to push him up to the right.
Yeah, this is a difficult one actually.
Yeah.
Because I think Johnson's actually played really well.
He's definitely offering us a threat going
Threat,
forward.
yeah.
I'd love him to be a bit more kind of explosive with his pace. Like he's not like, you know.
I get what you mean.
I wish he's obviously when he gets up to full pace, he's quick, but he's not like Aaron Lennon from a standing start. Oh, Dyer, well done, Eric Dyer, well done. Good header there, important header. Good football here from Spurs. Some gaps are now opening up in central midfield when Porro and Sarr get on the ball. That's not a good ball there. I don't know what he's trying to do there, to be honest. Second ball, well done. Go on,
Well
Decky.
done with Richie there.
Yeah, it did well.
Come on, Sonny. Cut in, shoot. Cut in,
He's going
shoot.
to do the step over on his left. Yeah, you
he's
knew
done.
it.
Just not enough height on it there. Sonny beats his man. Well done.
Yeah, got to the byline. Skippy, good header here. Turned
Basically
away.
what he's
Did
good
well.
at.
Well done. Good stuff. Decky now has it. Left flank. Rishi's got to cross his defender, but it's too deep. Brennan Johnson didn't really want to head that.
You're probably right, actually. Probably is Johnson now has to come off.
I think Johnson, with his head injury, wasn't that keen at the back post there. It was a decent cross to the back post from Decky Kulusevski, but Johnson did not fancy that header.
No.
And it went off for a goal kick. Big Ange looking pensive on the sidelines. Thinking about substitutions, I would have thought. Oh, God, all I can think about at the moment is Christian Romero's hamstring. Like, how many injuries have we had? Eric Dyer wins a good header there, and Oliver Skip clears up nicely. Pedro Porro.
But why do they always suddenly come in like
Good
one
run
game?
down the middle from Decky. Can he get it to Rishi? Oh, Decky's done well. Oh, no.
I thought he flicked that back there for a second.
Don't foul him. Don't foul him. Well done. Who's that? Oh, damn it. Okay, Everton facing their own goal. And they're still facing their own goal. Has turned him. Oh, well played by Everton, to be fair, near their own touchline. They've done well there. Yeah, they've broken into midfield now. Everton have got that out of their own half well, and they're along the right-hand side now. And Jack Harrison will be played the ball out wide, and he'll look to get a cross in, I would have thought. Well done, Emerson Royale there. Well done. Wins it up, and Sonny clears up. And Sonny trying to use his pace a bit. You've got to win that. Well done.
Well done, Rishi.
Well done, Rishi.
Play it.
Oh, no, Rishi.
Just play it to him.
done the hard work, had a chance to play it back to Royale, who could have then set Sonny free, and Rishi was a little selfish there, I have to say. Tried to take it past one too many players, but his hold-up play was good. He's won a free kick. And we take it quickly again. The always-on Tottenham Hotspur philosophy is scary at times because the free kicks go so quick.
I feel like this second half's been like, just get this game over and done with now, and just hopefully it stays the same.
Well, I would love that. Advertising round the hoardings for the F1 Drive go-karting track. Will you be trying that underneath the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium?
Nope, because I only want to go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for football, unfortunately.
Okay, so that rules out Beyonce and Pink as well.
Oh yeah, definitely rules out them.
Everton again in our last third, and
he's played a lovely ball
through. Oh, what an effort! You've got to say, sometimes
Garner.
that's just great football. Garner, they play lovely outside of the ball through to Garner, who's made a lovely run. It's Harrison with the ball. It's
Brilliant
beautiful.
ball.
And he takes it beautifully on the half volley, fires it across Vicario, and I think, does it skim the post?
Yeah, post.
Yeah, beautiful. Unlucky Everton. They've deserved a bit more than they've got so far, but still, that happens in football. Let's just do it easy. Oh, God, they're getting themselves in some positions here, Spurs. Just get rid of it. Well done, Ben Davis. Sonny, not there. Oh, well, he's offside. Okay, Pedro Porro finally puts his foot through. And Brennan Johnson has got the space, so much space, and we've got 5 players forward again.
He could run from the old stadium to the new one without space he had there.
He's cutting in. He's having a dig on his left foot now, and it's almost as bad as Porro's, to be honest. Wow, I was amazed at how much space he had there. Did he not fancy tracking back when Everton were coming forward? What the hell?
Højbjerg
It's time for Højbjerg. Interesting. Richarlison.
Oh my God, what is Ange doing?
So Johnson in the 9? I'm shocked at that.
No, Sonny. Be Sonny in the 9.
So Sonny in the 9, Kulusevski where Sonny is, or Johnson where Sonny is, Kulusevski right.
Yeah, possibly.
Richarlison is holding his back, like maybe it's an injury's fault. But I think this is tactical, to say the least.
I think it's tactical.
Everton are hard to play against, man.
Yeah, they've played well. Everton have played well.
He doesn't look that comfortable.
We haven't been brilliant, but
no, we haven't.
But to be 2-0 up, I'm not complaining.
Okay, so Højbjerg coming in to try and stabilise the midfield a little bit. The Viking. Let's see where we're going. Sonny in the 9. By the looks of things, it's a goal kick to Everton, by the way. Up to that halfway line, where 2 of our players go for the ball, neither of them connect with it. And
Højbjerg comes on, gives the ball away. We know what game Højbjerg's in for.
It's all right. There we go. Højbjerg with a good little ball to Emerson Royale. He's going to go backwards. Oh, no, it doesn't. What's he given there? A foul against Emerson Royale. He's done all right, other than that time he gave away a goal, and it wasn't given. Okay, Højbjerg and Skip then kind of almost both playing as 6s a little bit. I guess Skip will turn out to be more of an 8.
And Sarr's gone in that attacking role. Johnson...
Oh, God, he's done
Has he gone right or left? I can't see.
Can't see yet. We're fiddling about with it at the back.
Kulu's on the left. Johnson's on the right still, so...
Yeah, I think that's a good decision, to be honest.
Why the ball's out? It's Fulham 0, Burnley 1, Luton 1, Newcastle 0, Nottingham Forest 1, Bournemouth 2.
And the script part of this game is about to be written with Arnaut Danjuma coming on for Everton. Ex-Tottenham Hotspur loanee last season, not given many chances, and he doesn't get many chances for Everton either. They've got it out wide now on the left, and they've made a lot of these nice little inside runs. Dyer has followed him out, which means there's a bit of height lacking in the midfield, so they're going to be looking to get an early cross in, I would have thought, but decent positional play has made it go back to midfield. Good stuff from Spurs. Good hustling from Brennan Johnson there as well, and Sonny. And Pap Sarr is now chasing down James Tarkowski, who plays a nice ball into central midfield. Everton have worked it well here now. They've got men forward. Jack Harrison on the ball. Well done, Deki Kulusevski. Really great interception from Deki Kulusevski. And now we're on the break a bit with Højbjerg. And good stuff. And Spurs now on the transition. Sonny is going to run across his man. Yeah, he's done well
4
there.
against 3.
Get out the way, Deki. Give it to Johnson. Oh, he's gone the other way to Sarr. Big mistake, I think. Yeah, I would have gone to Brennan Johnson. It's a good block there from James Tarkowski. Good stuff from Spurs. The game, as usual, at 60 minutes or so in Premier League games, is getting a bit end-to-end basketball.
Yeah, just... I think that's the first meaningful attack we've had for a while, though. It's It's been all Everton.
Yeah, it has. Danjuma coming on for Jack Harrison. He will offer serious pace on the break, that's for sure.
It's weird though, because he didn't get many minutes of us. He's not getting many minutes at Everton.
No.
Is this one of those Emery effect kind of players where he was better than?
I'll happily talk to you after the game about my feelings on Arnett Danjuma. He seems like a good bloke, and obviously a very talented footballer. But let's see what happens in this game first. Daki Kulusevski.
You've already called that he's going to come on and score. So
well, that's the scripts. That's the scripts. Oh, he's run under the ball there, Ben Davis, and so has Dyer. And Højbjerg has got in a decent position, but they're coming through now, Everton. Well done, Ollie Skip. That's going to be a corner. Ollie Skip, it's good. It's
and
impressive.
Burnley have just scored a second against Fulham.
Classic Premier League. You'd have had Fulham winning that all day, but Burnley have done a.
It's always around the Christmas period where results go against.
Yeah, can do. Okay, so Everton's first corner for a while. Obviously, they've got a big old team, so we've got to defend this well. Calvert-Lewin being marked by Oliver Skip. Jared Branthwaite's about 6'8", and he's coming in to stand on Vicario. Let's see how this does. Just waiting for the corner to come in. And here it is. It's in swinger. It's come a long way. And a chance on the edge of the box. It's a good strike, but now the break is on. If Højbjerg can get it out of... What are you doing?
Oh, my God, Højbjerg.
Højbjerg just rolled his foot over the ball, and he was surrounded by about 6 Everton players. He's actually done really well in the end, but this is difficult.
By the way, that was Eric Dyer who won the header.
Yeah, well done. Good stuff. Okay, we played ourselves kind of out of trouble a little bit. It just scared me when Højbjerg put his foot on the ball, but Big Ange, in classic style, applauding him for it. Literally. 67 minutes gone. Stressful game, but wouldn't expect anything else, to be honest. Everton doing pretty well on the ball, it has to be said. Finding some decent areas. You called it. You're totally right. And
I hear that a lot. Not at home,
but you called it. But Everton are better on the ball than I think a lot of people give them credit for.
They are. I've watched them.
It's kind of. It's basically a form. It's anti-Sean Dycheness that makes the press and everyone talk.
At the beginning of the season, when they were going through that losing run, and I watched them, I don't know why I was watching Everton, but I'd watched them quite a bit, and I thought Sean Dyche was doing a terrible job. Because I thought he should have been doing getting a lot more better results out of the plays he was getting.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, the 10 points hit, and that's it.
Got to get that ball down, Skippy. Yeah. Oh, he's done well there, Ollie Skip.
Yeah. To be fair to him, I know a lot of people in the chat haven't liked him today, but I think he's actually played all right.
Yeah, and a good ball from Eric Dyer there. It's not held up, unfortunately, on the right. But Sonny pressing well. It's going to make it go back to Jordan Pickford. Yeah, Saad does seem like he's playing quite far forward now, Saad.
I think he's struggling. I think Lo Celso will be the next sub.
Yeah, that would make sense. Everton with a mid-range ball there. Emerson Royale just gets
he does that so casually, doesn't he?
Little,
as well, like it was like weren't a threat.
Just throwed its foot in the air and then tackles Danjuma well. Danjuma's come on the right-hand side for Everton, which is where Harrison was playing. Garner just looks so young, doesn't he?
Yeah.
They really like him. He's done well. Okay, they're out on wide again. Oh, they've made some lovely space for themselves again, Everton. They've done really well in these little channels.
They've obviously, I think Dyche has told them to go down this left-hand side.
Oh, well done, Emerson Royale again.
Yeah, because of Royale. You can see they're starting to try and exploit. And Davis is not the quickest.
Yeah.
So without your doggy, he does get exposed way much more.
He does. Emerson Royale just made an important tackle there on the byline. Another corner to Everton. I imagine their stats for corners is higher than ours, I would have thought. Had quite a few.
Very, very
69 minutes gone. Similar setup for all the corners.
Spurs 2, Everton 0.
Another in-swing fix there. Oh no, he's just poured at it a bit.
And Andre free kicked Spurs.
Well done, ref. As I always say. I've certainly never said that I think keepers get too much protection, if that's what you're wondering. Branthwaite was kind of backing into him and had his arms around him. It's a bit of nothing, but that's what it is.
You're a goalkeeper. Now, you should be the goalkeeper union.
No, I'm I know. Everton are starting to get a bit scratchy around the ref, and Dyche is Spurs are trying to take the free kick quickly, I think. And
do you know what? He's another one that's always in the referee's ear. I think it doesn't.
Dyche?
Yeah, I think it doesn't get exposed enough because he's usually at a club near the bottom, but he's always. Skip.
Just get rid. Well done.
Vicario. Sarr
what
wins
a
a header
flick from Pat Matasar.
Come on, Kulu.
Decky hasn't got the pace to outpace him, but he'll take him into areas he doesn't want to be, that's for sure.
Play it across. Oh, no, it's too late.
Yeah. That's a foul. Decky's lost the ball there. and fouled him again. and then thrown the ball away on purpose. Yeah.
To be fair, it's not been the greatest game.
It's been scrappy.
Yeah.
It's been really scrappy. And there'll be more scrappy games like this over Christmas when everyone's playing every 3 days, that's for sure. 2 or 3 days. It used to be the matter back in the olden days that they had to play Boxing Day and the day after, or some days, I think they used to sometimes play on Christmas.
Sometimes they used to play on Christmas Day, yeah.
Yeah, there's a very famous kind of graphic of a set of fixtures around Christmas when they were like, I don't know, like 60 goals across the whole of the...
Because everyone would be knackered playing with the heavy balls.
Exactly. Heavy balls, but also like having got absolutely leathered and...
And the weather was not the kindest either.
Yeah, and the pitches were absolutely disgusting.
Ah,
Lovely ball out from Branthwaite.
good old days when the pitches were crap.
Out wide. Everton have impressed me today, I have to say. But still 2-0 Spurs.
I tell you now, if the Corey was playing, this will be a completely different result.
Yeah, quite possibly. Brendan Johnson, you can't take a heavy touch there, mate. Dyer, it better not be a corner. Okay, goal kick to Spurs. Yeah, he's good, Decore. And now Lo Celso is being
Stripped off.
He's stripping off.
Yeah.
And so you think this will be for Sarr?
Yeah, I think since McNeil's trod on him, he's kind of drifted out the game.
It's been a bit of a change now. When we've got the goal kick with Vicario, Everton are pushing us really, really deep with their press. But we've just played out nicely to it. Johnson's got to hold that up. That's a foul. All day, every day, that's a foul. It's a foul. Of course it's a foul. And then I think he got kneed in the leg on the back end of that foul from Mikolenko. He was all over him. You can't have your hands all... I mean, anyway. Yeah, that's kind of almost summed up the game, those kind of little scrappy little fouls. So Gio is coming on. I've been... In the games where he was fit and getting a run in the team, I was so impressed. The Man City game, obviously. Yep. Just always gutting to me that he picks up these little knocks so easily.
I don't get it. It's just every single time. Like, he was actually getting into his rhythm.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, again, we can't rely on him. So do we need a replacement for him? If Barcelona want him...
But Barca have got no money, have they? So they want him, but they want him on loan, probably.
We need to exchange. Who's not playing for them that they don't like, who probably could do a job?
So as Marlon called it, Pat Matassar has come off. Gio Lo Celso on. Hopefully he'll be able to get his foot on the ball a little more. And he is another ounce of creativity, so that'll be good if we get any transitions. I
should go do my coaching badges and go help Big Ange.
Yeah.
Because I call everything that he's going to say. Probably.
Right. Well, there was nearly a space with Chris Davis, but he's decided to stay, which is good news, I think.
For now.
For now, yeah. Okay. Pedro Porro just pressing Jordy Pickford high up, and Tarkowski and Pickford playing it around. Pickford's going to go mid-range there into central midfield, and there's a lot of space out wide there. Working hard is Ollie Skip. Yep. Lovely tackle. That's never ever a foul, mate. Get up.
Dyer plays it into...
Oh, he's done well there. Oh.
Is that Porro? Porro
chance here. Gio on the transition here. He's not got many men around him. He's going to get it out wide to Decky. He's going to... I would have thought he'd have crossed that first time.
Oh, no.
Giving it back to Lo Celso. Oh, nice idea. Lo Celso tries to back heel it to Emerson Royale. The game's getting a bit... Yeah, well done, Pierre.
It's very open in that midfield now. There's gaps everywhere, even like Everton and just not tracking back.
Let's give Ollie Skip some credit where it's deserved, though, because there was a break on there for Everton, and he got back with a great slide-in tackle that set us on the transition.
Yeah, for someone asking the question, Romero is injured, from what we know, but we don't know how serious it is.
Yeah, just ice on the hamstring is all we know.
So Dyer is on at the moment.
Guys, for those of you watching We Are Tottenham TV, please do press that subscribe button and the bell button. And also, if you want to come and see our content, Marlon is at Southview Coys, and I am at Barnaby Slater _, which is in the description. Decky Kulusevski's through!
Decky!
Oh, what a save from Pickford. He'd done the hard work, I felt there a little bit. He'd muscled off the defender beautifully. It came from a lovely bit of football from Gio Lo Celso. Just a lucky pass break. No, that would have been a foul, I think, probably.
And I'm 25 from 500, so if there's 25 of you in the chat right now, hit that Southview Coys button.
No, actually, I don't think that would have been given as a foul. Sorry to interrupt. Follow Southview Coys and at Barnaby Slater _ guys.
Good save from Pickford,
Pickford does well. I thought he would have gone across him once he got into that position.
I thought he was going to go across him, but he seemed to see a gap.
Yeah, good save.
Porro with a corner.
75.
It's the first real chance we've had in the second half as well.
It's been all Everton's second half. It's a deep corner, easy for Pickford. And is there a break on for them?
Bread and butter for a team like Pickford because they put in corners like that all the time.
Yeah. He's training. He's got them on training. Gomez has been booked for something. We haven't seen what that was for. Probably, I'm guessing, a little bit of back chat. And Everton play that diagonal ball well. There's always space against Spurs
Here we
there.
go.
Gomez in a
Gomez.
good position. Keeper, well
So,
done.
actually, the last 5-10 minutes, he's not been on the ball as much, and Everton haven't really penetrated anything going forward.
Yeah, I like that. Gio has just picked the ball off Vicario, which I like. And
Real, you're right. I love his confidence. It's amazing,
I mean, you know, the fact that he nearly gave away the goal,
and you can't take that away from him.
No,
You cannot, because it will just that be at the end of him.
yeah, exactly. Good turn from Everton, and they're in again down the sides, and Eric Dyer has been brought out to the side again, and now the chance for
Lovely
Gomez to
ball.
have a shot. Oh, I can't see. Side netting.
And Forest have pulled one back. It's 2-2. Chris Wood. 2-2.
Gomez is trying to claim that Vicario had saved that, but
Nuno doing something I don't think he did under. Oh, no, he got one draw under us, didn't he?
well remembered. Yeah, no, it's never saved. It's side netting. Skippy just stands up well there, to be fair. Does all right. Don't mind that. Good positioning from Vic. And Spurs again on the no, that's too early, but well done, Sonny, to saving that pass there. Well done, Gio. Go on, well done. Oh, that's a terrible pass. Okay, we're just in midfield now. Seemed like there was a chance for a little break, but just from some behind. One of my pet peeves is when they pass it behind their teammate. And I know it's not always easy, but
You go do it.
I'll be honest. I was never scouted. Great ball. Spurs in a good position here.
Oh,
It's
lovely
too early,
ball.
isn't it?
Oh, just needed a bit more on it, I think.
Yeah, it was a slide rule pass through to Sonny, but it just didn't have enough on it. You're absolutely right, Marlon. And Everton have it with Danjuma facing up Ollie Skip, and he goes inside him pretty easily there. And he's got it back, but well defended Ben Davis. His positioning so far this game has been exemplary. Kulusevski out wide to Højbjerg, just kind of getting the ball down a little bit and playing now with Højbjerg in midfield.
I don't want to jinx it, but Royale, apart from that little moment,
Yeah.
done all right?
Yeah. Well done. And Davis. And we're just trying to play through their press. Davis has found someone, but it's just bobbled up to Son. Now, will Kulusevski use his weight there? He's done well there. That's what Kulusevski's butt is so good for. His big butt gets in the way. But Tarkowski's done well, and Kulusevski fouls him. And you could see that coming a mile off.
Oh.
Beto now coming on for Everton. He is a big handful, quite quick. Are they going to go? They're going to go two up front, I would have thought.
They're going direct, wouldn't they?
Let's see.
Last 12 minutes, they might as well go
Eight is coming
direct.
off. That's a Nana, isn't it? 8, I think.
Yeah, Onana.
Yeah, so there's 12 minutes left of the 90, and Dyche makes his move now with Beto going up to join Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front, with Danjuma on the right and still McNeil on the pitch on the left. So you'd think they get a lot of crosses in. They've been trying to get a lot of crosses in all game, to be fair to them. They've played very well. Spurs need to remain calm. They're getting a bit calm on the ball. I was going to say this is interesting. I wonder if they'll put this in from a set piece from deep, because we've struggled against deep set pieces, and they have. And they've won the first header. Gio Lo Celso gets up for the second one well, though, and Everton have the ball back. Start again. Get it out wide now.
Yeah.
Neil's going to bend in across here. This is dangerous. Keeper comes out. Does well, Vic. Now, is there a break on for you, Vic? Yes, there is. Skippy, you give it one more. Gio is in, and Sonny is on his left. Now, draw the defender. Draw the defender. Yeah, it wasn't a bad ball, but Sonny has not had his best game, has he?
No, he's
Scored a goal, though, so what does it matter? Well, in Pierre Højbjerg. That's our ball, by the way.
Yeah, it's been when he's had to run at the defenders, he's not been great. His hold-up play's been better today, which I feel, which is really weird for him.
He's only had one chance and he scored a goal.
Yes.
So I'm not slagging him off. Just saying, just a few little chances like that where it's not quite happened for him. But a very easy ball out to Danjuma on the left here, who's running at Porro. This is a good chance for Everton here. Good defending. Good defending. It was Deki Kulusevski who got an important little touch coming back.
You can see why Ange loves Decky, can't you?
Oh my God! And lovely pace from Brennan Johnson.
That's
Good
brilliant.
stuff. Put him in. Johnson in.
I should have just played him.
It doesn't matter. Gio's now on the ball. I feel a lot more comfortable with Gio breaking forward.
Emerson's busting a gut here.
Lovely ball. Sonny might have a chance here.
Go on, Sonny.
Oh my God. Yeah, like I said.
I think that sums up his game, actually.
Just those little final moments. Yeah. He's just not quite been at the races, but obviously he got his goal. But what he had a chance to do there was play Brennan Johnson in with just a little 5-yard ball, and he just overhit it off the pitch.
The fact he's apologising says that he
had his head in his hands because he knows his dad's going to go mental later. Ben Davis comes across, does well. That's a foul. Yeah, the ref's done well there. That's a foul all day. Ben Davis so far Positioning-wise, exemplary in this game. I know I've said it once before. I will say it again. Been very impressed with him. Team news coming in for that Liverpool-Arsenal game, which weirdly I thought was tomorrow.
No, there's only one game tomorrow.
Oh, so that's a 5:30 game. Okay, I'll listen to that on my way home. Nice. Should say, by the way, there will be no fan reaction show today, unfortunately, because of the boxing, believe it or not. Everton win the ball back, and there's a chance here. They've got players running through here. Big chance for Everton. Danjuma running at Dyer. Does well, Dyer. Good block, off for a corner. Well done. Yeah, no fan reaction show, but we'll be back with a fan reaction show after. We will still have the instant match reaction show here.
Yep, just tune in.
Tune in for that straight after the game. 81 minutes gone. Dyer was taken on the outside by Arnott Danjuma there and stood up and got a good block on the ball. Another corner to Everton.
And I get worried about set pieces. I do.
Yeah. It's going to be an in-swinger.
I've got a bad feeling about this one.
Keeper.
Oh, crap.
Okay, we've won the first ball. We've got to block the shot here. Oh, what a goal.
Gomez.
Please don't ever say you've got a bad feeling about it again, because that is a goal for Everton. 2-1. It came to Gomez at the back stick from about 16, 17 yards, and he hits it across the keeper. It's been coming. It has to be said it's been coming. You're not allowed to say that again when a corner comes in. You called it, and I don't like it.
You could see it. So just the way it all lined up. Yeah, no, I didn't like it.
Conceding from there. We shouldn't be conceding from there. It's a great finish.
Great finish.
Comes through bodies.
Great finish.
And straight into the far left-hand bottom corner. But, yeah, he blocks off Kulusevski, and that happens a lot. But
it's a brilliant finish.
You've got to bust your gut to just make sure you block him off of anything.
Oh, my God. It might end up 2-2.
No. Well, look, Spurs just have to show their mettle now. This is what it's all about, games like this.
The problem I've got is that the players that are on there,
I know.
Very Conte-esque.
We've somehow lost the ball already. What's going on here?
Keep it calm. Keep it calm.
Oh, Johnson's gone down with something.
We've still got one sub, though.
Oh, and Tarkowski's trying to talk to Royal, who's livid about it. I think something's happened here. Yeah, there's a booking here for... We haven't seen it yet, unfortunately, but clearly someone's fouled Brennan Johnson in the middle of the pitch. It's Patterson, the fullback. So, 8 minutes to go of normal time. I think they'll find at least another 6 over that. Oh, it's very late.
Nathan Patterson there, late on Johnson.
It's very late. Very, very late. It's definitely a yellow card, and it's been given. So, we've got a free kick in our central midfield. And I'd just like to see the game, please, director. Good football. Got a hold. Well done, Brennan. But Everton are working so hard now. I mean, look, and that ball is on all day. They're in.
Crap.
How are they through on goal here?
Danjuma.
Oh, what a
lovely save. Lovely save.
Tipped it over the bar, but Porro has been caught miles out of position there.
He does, though. This is what happens.
Of course, he does, but they've got an extra man up front now, so we've got to think about it a bit more. Danjuma took it on his left foot. Oh, it's an unbelievable save.
I think it takes the deflection off Dyer.
Another corner.
Yeah, it does. It takes the deflection off Dyer. So it's a brilliant save. And actually, to be fair to Dyer, he probably needed it.
Yeah. 7th corner of the game for Everton. Spurs have only had 3. This one's coming in towards the keeper. We've let it go. It's gone all the way and cleared off the line by Ben Davis.
Oh, Vicario hangs on.
Fucking
and
hell.
Højbjerg.
We've got another injury in our 6-yard box now. Everton are absolutely pumped about this, it's fair to say. Dyche going mad. We talked about this. If we let them get the next goal, it doesn't matter how long's left, even if it's only 10 minutes. They are absolutely motivated now. It's a great clearance off the line from Ben Davis. And, yeah, Vicario with an important little parry on the back as well. I don't know what Dyche is complaining about here, really. But, yeah, as expected and as spoken about all week on the Spurred On podcast, set pieces against Everton are going to be dangerous.
You heard it right. Spurred On podcast.
I think that's the first goal we've conceded from a corner this season, actually, officially in the stats.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, it's been given as a free kick. 85 minutes gone. I'd be tempted to go a bit direct here, but Vicario is going to play it short, and it scares me to death. Being a Tottenham fan, man.
It's never easy, is it?
Exhausting. Yeah, go. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Højbjerg, lovely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Offside.
Oh, Christ. Look at them. Look how they're totally on it now, Everton. We've got to play this smart. Come on, boys. Sometimes you've got to see out games. It feels a bit Wolvesy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Feels a bit Wolvesy.
And that was 2 late ones there as well.
Yeah, that's scary. But we've got to try and kill this game. Yeah, Pickford's got a free kick 10 yards inside their own half, and he's going to go direct. A lot of players forward for Everton here. And I think we've pretty much got the same team on the pitch as we did against Wolves as well. So it's gone to about 18 yards. Skip's lost the first ball. Dyer's won a header. And then
Johnson with a half clearance.
Oh, chance. Oof.
Kulu, just get rid of it.
Don't foul him. Don't foul him. Danjuma down the left now, and he is up for it, it's fair to say. Trying to take them all. Oh, wow. He's beaten 2 men. Gio's done brilliantly.
Gio's done brilliant. It's another corner.
Oh, lovely from Danjuma. Nutmeg Pedro Porro. But Gio with an important interception.
I'm surprised Danjuma never started, to be honest.
I'm not.
I thought he would have probably...
It's that thing we talked about in training. Like, it's in training every day. Why are they not ready? I mean, also, we didn't really play his position, did we? Okay, comes into our 6-yard box. You've got to be strong here, Vic. Okay, it's gone all the way off.
The reason why I'd thought he'd played is because he's played against Porro. And I think he probably would have...
Oh, you mean in this game?
In this game, yeah.
Sorry, I thought you meant at Spurs.
No. More to do with this game. I thought he may have started over maybe Harrison or thing, but he went with... Because since he's come on, he's literally had Porro in his pocket, really. He's gone at him twice. He's got into the spaces where he knows Porro ain't going to be.
Yeah. 87 minutes gone. Everton playing really well, it has to be said.
They've probably been the better team over 90 minutes.
I think they have.
If we're being completely honest.
I think they have.
But we were more clinical in those first 10 minutes.
We were, but what's it going to count for? They are just first to everything at the moment, every 50-50, and they're making a lot of...
Hoof it.
They're doing a lot of clever stuff down the channels, I've got to say.
Oh, Royale. Luckily. So Johnson's now on the left.
Never going to get that.
And Kulu's moved over to the right. It's been a tactical switch. Oh, Skip. Oh, I thought he was going to get that. Not Skip, the Celso.
Yeah. Oh, good ball.
Just defend it. Defend it.
Keeper. Oh. Well done, Eric Dyer.
Yeah.
Just kicks it out. Look, they're doing everything so quick. It's going to get the cross in. It's going to be dangerous. You've got to get there, Vic. Well done.
A big Vic.
Okay, dive on the ball, mate. Okay, 88th minute now. Or 89th, actually, 88 minutes gone. Bakari just taking a little bit of time with the ball.
Everyone's going with fake scores now in the chat.
Just put the chat away. Just put the chat away, actually. We'll talk to them all after. In the, Okay, just win that. Well done. Is that a Spurs throw? Yeah, just take your time over it now. Just play a bit smart.
Come on, you Spurs.
Oh, just giving it to Skip, and he's had a horrible touch there. He's done all right. Oh, good ball.
Brilliant ball from
now,
Porro.
Pierre, what can you see? Okay, Brennan Johnson has a lot of space now.
Run at him. Just run at him.
To the byline, to the byline. Oh, he waited too long.
Oh, brilliant. Good
chance at the back stick, but Everton have got the ball back. Andre Gomez has changed this game, I have to say. Not just with his goal, but the way that he kind of changed the mood of the game in the first half. And now Everton are on the break, and they're free at the back. Gomez sees that ball every time, and they've got loads of men forward. Real chance for Everton here. Well done, Gio Lo Celso with the first ball. He's offside there. See it out. Well done, Spurs.
Yeah, no, it's really weird because Gomez is not the sort of player Everton kind of are used to. And he's just got on the ball, and that's all they've needed. And he's literally dictated everything that's been going on in that midfield.
How many minutes do you think the ref is going to find extra here? I'm going to say 6.
I was going to say 5, actually.
Oh, I'd love it to be 5. There's a lot of subs. Vicario now playing it long, not looking. He's going to get a booking in a second, I think, Vicario. He's taken a long time over this, to say the least. And why not?
I feel like he shouldn't have taken off for Charlison. And I can't believe I'm saying that. I feel like he should have kept him on.
You might be right. Big win in central midfield, and it comes back in a big win from Dyer. Okay. Dyer, is he going to head it back? Well done, Pedro Porro. Vicario dives on the ball. So Everton, 16 attempts to Spurs' 12 in this game, and, you know, we've called it. So the fourth official is now going to put it up. What are we looking at? Dyche is not happy about it. It's 6.
Well done.
Oh, we've lost the ball, though. Well done, Pierre Højbjerg. Don't lose it, Skippy.
Oh, Skippy.
Well done. Oh, Højbjerg, what are you doing with that ball? He's tried an outside of the foot pass into central midfield, and we've lost the ball now. I know it's what we're being asked to do, but sometimes, just like Wolves, sometimes you've just got to put your foot through it. I'm sorry, you just do, and make them do the hard work. Well blocked. Pedro Porro stops.
It's now biting moments for Spurs, as they say.
Can you turn your comments around just so none of us know? I'm worried about the superstition. Right, coming out to Everton again, who are doing really well, I have to say. Been very impressed with them. They're looking to get a cross in.
Come on.
Branthwaite gives it in there. Little win there. Okay, yeah, Dyer does clear it, but it goes straight back to Everton, and they've got it out wide again. Well done, Skippy.
Go on, Lo Celso.
He's just given it behind Decky there.
Sonny,
There's
well
a chance
done.
here for a transition. No pace from Decky. That's not going to go to him. Oh, Gio, that is fantastic.
That's filthy.
He's just nutmegged in there. And Brennan has it out left. I just keep the ball a bit here, Spurs, if you can. Make them run at you, which they are. Oh, Gio's being a bit too over the top, but it's done beautifully. Actually, it's beautiful stuff from Spurs.
Oh.
He's given a free kick there against Emerson Royal. Royal, you just get up and run back.
Yeah.
Thank you. But it's a totally unnecessary block off from Emerson Royal when Gio had made some really great space for him. It's a bit frustrating, I have to say. Pickford with the free kick, kind of 30 yards from his own goal, and he's going to play it long, as expected.
This is bloody stressful.
Of course it is. It's 4.5 minutes left.
I've got to stop following football.
Oh, no, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Pickford with the long, direct one. Lots
Come
of
on,
men forward
just get
for
your head
Everton.
on it.
We're not even challenging for the first ball. Well done, Højbjerg. Clears it off the second ball. Might not have been the worst option ever not to challenge the first ball there, actually. Pickford again now has the ball and goes long again.
So we're into
and he's gone for the big diag, but there's nobody there. And now Vicario will get to just stand on the ball for a little bit.
We're in the second minute of 6 added on, so 4 minutes left.
Yeah, 4
minimum.
minutes to go now. Vicario has the ball in his hands, and he's just running around the airport area. He's going to get his booking. He's going to just lump it up. He's going to get his booking in a sec. He hasn't quite. He's just timed it right, and he's just lumped it high. Anyone going to challenge for that? No.
Nope.
Big, easy win for James Tarkowski and Ben Davis out to Rod. Don't do anything stupid. He just gives it to down the line, but it comes back to Ben Davis. Can he see this out? I think he will be able to, and he won't chase that ball. He doesn't need to.
Come on, Spurs.
3.5 minutes to go now for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. 2-1 in this really tight game against Everton, who are going to, I think Emerson Royal's going to get booked there. Everton are going to take points off a lot of the top 6 this season.
If they play like this, yeah.
Obviously, they beat Newcastle a couple of weeks ago, didn't they? They had a difficult game at home to Man United.
That's the only one that's on their record.
They've won 4 away games on the spin before this. Get rid of it, Emo.
And yeah, the Man United game was a bit. You just don't know how they lost it. It was a great goal that they lost.
Sonny used his body really well then.
Skippy, what the hell?
Oh my God.
Johnson is literally going crazy at
Oliver
Skip.
Skip has just done something mad. He had so much time. It's really frustrating. 2 minutes 45 to go. Pickford throws it out to Tarkowski, who gets it out wide to Patterson.
Oh,
Well done, Spurs. Won the ball back now. Run
That's
it into
Gio.
the corner. Win a free kick. Win a free kick. Go on, Sonny.
It's a lovely ball.
Chance for Son. Chance.
This is him. This is Sonny.
Oh, he's trying to cut
just-
it back.
yeah,
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I wish he just put his foot through it, don't you? And then
Oh.
3 on 3.
3 on
3 on 2. Everton are 3 on 2. Danjuma to Dyer over the bar. What are we playing at? What are we playing at? What were they doing?
Don't know.
Sometimes you've just got to use your head. I'm sorry, but Højbjerg on that pitch. I think Dyer gets a touch on that, does he? Is it a corner? It should be a corner, but he's not given it. That's huge for us. And brilliant defending from Eric Dyer. Brilliant defending from Eric Dyer.
But none of them, see, all of them that came back there, and this is the problem with all of them that were back there, right? And that includes Porro. That none of them communicate with each other or see the defensive frailties in what was going on, right?
I think they saw that Son had the ball and they were like, oh, let's get forward and help him.
Yeah, when
And
they didn't need to do that.
Vic, dive on the ball, Vic. Okay, it's come back to Vic.
Where I
We've got
think
a minute and a half.
I think that's where Romero is more switched on than the players.
Because he's probably also shouting at them to come back.
Come back, yeah.
Yeah, that was madness.
No matter.
To be 3 on 2 against, men-wise, in the last minute of a game you're winning at home is absolutely criminal. I'm sorry. Anyway, Danjuma's caused all sorts of trouble, and they're in again here.
No.
Gomez doing really well, gets out to Calvert-Lewin. They're in a good position here. Stand up, Emerson Royal. He's done well. Dwight McNeil, he's in.
Offside, he's offside. He's got to be offside.
Well, it's not been given offside, and it's hit the bar.
Oh, my God, he looked like he was offside there.
Well, we've got away with one again. Kulusevski has the ball. You have to...
Kulu.
What are we doing? Honestly, some of these decisions are mad.
This is the most frustrated I've ever seen Barnaby.
30 seconds left.
So,
Kulusevski's won
it's
it back
bad.
well. That's a foul. That is a foul, referee. It's got to be a foul for us. He's not given it. Everton have the ball back. 28 seconds. Sonny pressing Pickford at least.
Press Pickford.
That's good. Well done, Brennan Johnson. Get off the pitch. Yes!
And Bournemouth have just scored a late winner against Nottingham Forest. Solanke again.
Let's see this then. Back stick. It was Beto's offside.
Beto,
It's
or
Danjuma at the back. The
post.
script was written and he's hit.
It doesn't go over the line, does it?
Well,
Where's
the
it gone?
technology says it can't have gone over the line, but it looks miles over the line.
No.
Oh my God, we are the luckiest bastards ever. Honestly, 9/10 of the ball is over the line. It's actually a save in the end. It's a save from Vicario.
Vic.
We've won the
And
game. We've won the game.
Got
But
in
that
there.
is the luckiest win,
Yes!
but also a brilliant win. But how that... Honestly, the ball looks so far over the line, you wouldn't believe. Okay, we'll see you for the instant match reaction in a second. Hi guys, welcome back to We Are Tottenham TV. The 2-1 win over Everton has just finished at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and it was one of the most stressful endings to any game ever. I'm Barnaby Slater from the Spurred On podcast. I'm with Marlon from Southview Coys. Marlon, I'm so buzzed because in the last second of the game, we're going to start at the end of the game.
Yeah.
We scored our goals in the first half through Rishi and Son. But at the end of the game, after they got one back through Gomez, right at the end, Danjuma had a chance at the back stick that I swear all of the ball except this went over the line. And tonight, Marlon, Sean Dyche will be gutted, won't he?
Well, I'm just looking at the goal line decision now. Yeah, 9/10 of the ball is over the line. It gets saved by Vicario. We are so lucky.
Well, we've deserved some of that luck
Yeah.
because of the injuries and suspensions we've had so far. Or injuries, I guess
Yeah.
suspensions is our own doing. Well, I have to say, obviously it's a Spurs channel. We'll talk a lot about Spurs, but Everton really impressed me today.
No, they did. And this was my worry coming into this game. They were on form. I thought the Corey missing was a big miss for them. So I thought, yeah, we could get at them. We went 2-0 up. Who was it? Idris Gueye gets injured.
Yeah.
And then Gomez comes on. And I think even though I said he's a very defensive player, he's not very quick, but he's good on the ball. And he just seemed to dictate everything that was going on in that midfield. And Everton, for 70 minutes, were probably the better side.
They were definitely the better team. I think it'll be one of those ones where both managers come out tonight and say, realistically, Everton were the better side.
Yep.
But in the Premier League, in games where you've had a bad run and then you've won 2 in a row, it's about showing your mettle. And although we made some bad decisions on the day, we weren't perfect by any means.
Nope.
They put their bodies on the line. Players who, let's face it, we don't think are going to have long futures at this club. Ben Davis, potentially, who's playing really well at the moment. But
Yep.
Eric Dyer made some very important tackles. Oliver Skipp tried really hard. And even Højbjerg came on at the end. And although he made a few dodgy passes,
Yeah.
he also put his body on the line. And that's what teamwork is all about. And I really feel a true desire from this Tottenham team this season.
I kind of agree with you, but if that second goal goes in, I think we're having a different conversation.
Oh yeah, I'm on the floor. I'm absolutely on the floor.
So, I think Højbjerg, Skip, Dyer, Davis, even Royale there, and Porro, they kind of allowed Everton to have these chances, and it was scary.
Yeah.
It was scary. And not one of them's thinking defensively on that pitch. They're just looking at what's happening up top. And that's where we probably need a captain at the back. And that's what Romero's there for.
Yeah, Romero went off with what looks like he's got ice on his
Hamstring,
hamstring.
yeah.
That's obviously a big miss for us. We missed him in the second half, but doesn't that... I'm obviously glass
Positives,
half full.
yeah.
We won the game, but doesn't that show that
No.
even without him...
But no, what's great about today in Forest, right? And this is the best thing. We've won 2 games now on the bounce where we've been not great.
Yeah.
Right? Where you look at the games before we were losing, great football, no 3 points.
Yeah.
Now it's like we've not been great, it's not been fluid, but as you said, and I completely agree with your statement earlier, when you're bringing in certain players into the system that haven't played, it ain't going to be fluid.
No.
But as long as we're getting the 3 points, I think that's all that matters at the moment. And I think we just need to get to February, because I'm not including the Man United and Brentford game because we've got people out as well.
Yeah.
We just need to get to the 1st of Feb, everybody back,
Few signings.
hopefully, and then get on a run.
Yeah.
Because that's what we need to do right now, because that, you can tell we're just putting stuff together now. we just got getting these Lego pieces and hoping they fit somewhere in our jigsaw.
Yeah,
So.
look, I completely agree. I'm just going to say this in terms of luck, and luck is a huge thing in football at any level, but especially at the elite level. In that West Ham game, no luck.
Yep.
Right? We dominated them. Both their goals came from like deflections and like the Vicario madness from the pass back. Today we got our luck back. That's how I feel about it, and that's why I don't feel bad about it. I feel delighted about it. Man United have lost today. Newcastle were losing to Luton. I don't know if they've lost today. Yeah. Villa only drew last night. We're putting together a run of games that mean if we can keep this run going, go to Brighton and then play home to Bournemouth, and go into that January, with this good form, like you said, then get through the 2 league games in January. In February, when we've got our squad back, we could push on and do something super exciting this season.
Well, we've just got to stay as close to Villa as possible. I think, depends on how Liverpool and Arsenal do after today's game.
Yeah.
Because I think that's quite important. But if we can stay close to them as possible, look, we're staying close to City, who everyone's predicting to win the league. So, look, stay as close to that top 5 scenario, because if Arsenal and City do well in the Champions League, it does get back to us. Mm-hmm. But we've just got to just keep going. Get the results, and then let's see how the season plans out, because I think most of us didn't think we were going to be in this position.
No, totally.
Not at this point. Not with Big Ange and everything that was going on, but he's done wonders. No Kane, and look, we've got through 2 games now, and I'm glad. And this is what I like to see, when you're playing badly and you can still get 3 points. And Richarlison, I hold my hands up. Last 3 games, I don't care how you played for the rest of the game. That's 4 goals in 3.
Yeah.
And that's all I want.
Huge.
That's all I want from you.
He only had 1 chance today. He tucked it away. He did some good back to goal play as well. He's looking more like a genuine number 9.
No, he did. And that's the thing. He's not just scoring now. He's actually playing well, isn't it? And I thought it was a bit unfair that he came off. And I thought that ruined our rhythm a little bit as well today. So that's me saying that, who's been since the Luton game, I've completely gone off the floor of Richarlison. But
and I think realistically, if you said to us you'd beat a team on a run of nearly 4 Premier League wins in a row, about to get 4 in a row away from home, without Destiny Udogie, who I think is one of our most vital players in terms of this system specifically. Also, obviously, he's a major talent. Without him, with your captain going off, and obviously without all of the other players as well, I think we'd have bitten your hand off. It's a great result. Should also talk about Son's goal. We talked to Rishi's goal was a good finish at the near post. Son's goal came across, and just a classic Son. You got to get those on target.
Yeah,
and that's what happens.
And that's what he's there for, isn't he? Really, let's be honest. He didn't have he did have the best of games. No. He was good enough, but he wasn't him. And I think he could see that. He's apologising to people at the end for his passing and that and this, that, and the other. So, but he scores, and that's all. Again, if he's scoring goals, I don't care about the rest of the game, because actually the 2 vital pieces today is that we scored 2, and in the past couple of weeks we weren't scoring. So. We didn't even create that many chances today either.
No, we didn't. No. Can I put another shout out for Ben Davis? I thought, I honestly, he's starting, I think, to get a little bit of the credit he deserves over the last few weeks. Am I right in thinking he has played himself into that role as like the 4th choice centre-back? By which I mean, when we buy another centre-back who's properly suited to the role, a Van de Ven-esque player or a Romero-esque player, Davis's ability as a utility player to play left back or as the left centre back will keep him at this club over the next couple of years. I think so.
I've never really had a problem with Ben Davis. I know a lot of people have, but I felt like, especially last year in the back 3, I thought he was the best defender out of the 3. Right? Yeah, he can't run, he can't do that, but you just don't. What you do as a team, you make sure he doesn't get exposed in those areas. And I think Ange has learnt that with him, and that's where Udogie's been quite good for him, because he hasn't left him exposed. Because I think it was that time at City we were all like, oh my God, you don't leave Davis one-on-one. But it's just one that he's actually, when he on the ball and everything like that, he's really good. So I've got no problem with him. He has, I think you're right, 4th choice. But the fact we're still looking at another defender, I think he's not long term, and I think for the time being deserves the credit, but we need some more legs at the back. Okay,
and obviously Destiny comes back in for Brighton. Oliver Skipp started today ahead of Pierre-Emile Højbjerg instead of Basuma, who we're not going to see now till February because he's suspended and then goes off to the African Nations Cup. Do you think Skippy did enough to keep his place there, or do you foresee Højbjerg coming back in, or Lo Celso, who looked good when he came on? Will he maybe have a chance to start against Brighton?
The problem you've got is that Sarr can't play the 6. He can't do it. I think we need his legs in that 8 role. Celso, I think again where
he'd be too attacking for the 6. His instinct is to go forward.
If you're telling me it's Skip or Højbjerg, and I'm looking at it today, Skip it is. I'm not going to sit there and say he played great, but I'm not going to sit there and say he played terrible.
No.
Where I think
I'd say 6.5 out of 10 is what I'd give him today.
but I don't think Højbjerg came on and done anything for me that was great either.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the bits at the end is down to him on the pitch, where he's not defensively minded in that sense. So if it has to be Skip. Yeah. We are down to the bare bones, but I think if you can give, like we've said it earlier, if Skip can get a run of games, maybe he starts to pick it up. Because actually, when Dyer came on, I think he said, "Oh, I'm not scapegoat today. It's going to be Dyer," and he actually played a bit. I thought he played better in the second half.
I think basically, I don't really have much more than a 6.5 out of 10 for anyone. But the key thing is they worked so hard, they got a bit of luck, and we got the 3 points. That's 3 wins on the spin going into Brighton away, which will be there'll be goals in that game for sure.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun to watch, and we can enjoy our Christmas.
Yes.
Is there anything better, guys? Thank you so much for watching at home.
No, thank you.
Do press the subscribe button on We Are Tottenham TV. Press the bell button so you get notifications for all of the channel's content. Also, please do come to @BarnabySlater_, where I give you daily Spurs content with the Spurred On podcast. And Marlon is at Southview Coys. Both of our handles are in that title box. So give us a click, give us a Christmas present, that lovely little subscribe button. And most importantly, going into Christmas, enjoy your turkey. Come on, you Spurs.
And before we go, got one super chat.
Oh, nice.
Just quickly came in from Andrew Dean. He says, "Man of the match, Vicario hands down." So you're 6.5 out of 10. You forgot.
I'd forgot about him.
He's the reason we got 3 points today. Also, Ange has big balls to play from the back with Conte's lineup.
Damn right.
Very good point. And also, thank you to Mohamed Raza for being a member, a gold member. But no, as Barnaby said, come see us at both our content. It's in the handle. But as always, Merry Christmas and come on, you Spurs.